If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Twilight 2000 Test Chamber as we test out multiple games for the stream and podcasts. So, do remember, if you're listening to this on YouTube, to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're following on the podcast, I don't know what you can comment on. Leave a positive review. There we go. I think that's all you can do. I don't know what you can do. Patreon. If you're listening on the podcast and you want to support it, throw yourself at the Patreon. That would be a good way. You can do it as little as £1, which is about the price of a Mars bar nowadays. You can buy me a Mars bar. Thank you very much. And then if you're watching this on Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button. And if you're feeling particularly spicy and have Amazon Prime and not using your free subscription, do consider using your Amazon Prime sub on the channel as well. It really does help. Like, seriously, it does. Like, really does help. So, what do we need to do? We're going to go around the table, get people to introduce themselves and who they're playing. Then we'll do a quick, brief recap of what happened last time on Test Chamber, and then we'll crack that rip and see how many of us die.
Yep. That's why we're here.
I'm assuming this game is a little bit more survivable than, say, Alien is supposed to be, right?
Yeah, but with you playing and me at the helm, you know what I mean? You guys survived.
Well,
it's okay. You guys survived aliens.
Well, we did survive aliens, yes.
Yeah.
True.
And Andrew
survived being outnumbered. Yeah.
was surprised to hear that nobody died. It was great.
We survived being outnumbered 4-1 in Kalisz. We can survive anything.
Yeah, you guys.
Let's not get cocky though, yeah.
We're all going to be taken out by some dysentery we get from some
World War II.
Yeah.
About to say dysentery. Somebody's going to trip and fall in the woods looking for deer, and you're going to die of exposure before the group can get to you.
I mean, we saw last time what happens when you get cocky. You get a sweet new ride.
Yeah, you get wheels.
Yeah, the grandest of theft autos.
The grandest of theft autos.
Yes.
That was very boss.
No, I didn't. Right, well, I'm James Corp, and I'm playing Doc, or Samuel Laker, and he is the group's medic that hasn't had to do much yet. That's about it, really. Oh, and he's carrying like all sorts of little supplies on him to keep the morality of the the morale of the team going.
Little column A, little column B.
He's got extra cigarettes on him that he for Black Parson.
Pops just had a bliss moment.
For Papa Smurf, or should we call him Papa Smoke? I don't know.
Papa Smurf.
It's like one a cigarette in one hand and one of those special lollipops in the other.
Yeah, fentanyl lollipop duct taped to his other hand.
That's what Pops wants right now.
But that's about it, really. Yeah, he wants to get home fairly. What is it? What was it?
With your humanity intact?
Yeah, with as much humanity intact as you can get. Get home with some shred of hope and humanity left in your heart. Yeah, I don't think he wants to go home as an absolute broken mess, but, that might not happen. Tom.
So I'm Tall Tom, and I'm playing Blake Pops Parsons, the gunner who previously lived a gloriously straightforward black and white life, merrily mowing down Soviets, and now he's had a little kid, and suddenly everything in his head is getting a little bit more complicated. And so, yeah, his goal is to get back to see his daughter, but also they've got these two kids with them under their charge that he's now sworn to protect. Let's find out how that pans out.
Hang on, but you haven't babysat them at all. That's my job. That's been given to me.
Yeah, I've shot everybody else who was shooting at them. That's my. I'm the
okay.
tough fatherly love. You're the
That's
more
on the
motherly.
babysitter checklist. That's like 3 or 4.
Yeah, highly skilled.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm having a whale of a time in war-torn Midden Europe, and simultaneously hoping that nobody has to experience this in real life anytime soon.
Cool. Trey?
Yeah, my name's Trey. I play Flagpole, our everybody's favorite CIA agent, with the idea that this is still a war and we can still win it. And last time he decided to do that one-man army style and get the group a sweet new set of wheels. Yeah. So yeah, watch last week's stream to see how you single-handedly take over a BRT.
Single-handedly, huh?
Well, there was some important background,
There's nobody else there shooting bad guys left and right, huh?
Well, I don't know. Somebody blew a tire on this thing. I don't know how that happened, but otherwise, I don't know.
Do you know the honest truth? I don't think I shot a single round.
You haven't shot a single round?
As a medic, that means you're doing it right.
Except in the like, right at the start in the supermarket, I haven't shot a single round.
You mercy killed a guy.
Yeah, you fucking yanked your pistol and shot a Russian in the head that was wounded.
Yeah.
Then
aptitude.
Then you John Wicked some guy in a supermarket.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah,
it's really just the last couple hours you took a break.
I haven't been shooting except executing people at short range with extreme prejudice.
Well, they tried robbing me. They shouldn't have tried robbing me.
Yeah, this whole long range thing is not me, but they come up in my face. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Dude, even in the post-apocalypse, you need a hobby.
I'm just a doctor. Bap, 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 bap.
With a very particular hobby. Yeah, so no, it's not true. I didn't take out the BRT single-handedly. The other guys were also there to make me look good.
However, you do have the crew. You do have a new nickname which we need to update. Get rid of Flagpole and change you to Cowboy.
Cowboy. Yep.
Cowboy.
I think so.
Why are we changing it to Cowboy? Is there a reason?
Yeah, because he's fucking. Because he bull rode.
All I can say.
Oh, is that it? Is that the connection?
If
he also
why they should watch last week's stream.
Absolutely. Flagpole wasn't a nickname; it was his call sign, his CIA code name, and that's not friendly. It's not something that people feel an emotional connection to. Cowboy is something he earned.
I've been killing people and taking names, and incidentally also taking a BRT.
All right, let's.
Douglas.
I'm Douglas. I'm Broken Shepherd on Discord, Broke Shep on Twitter. I'm playing Erwin Wynn Eckhart, Canadian Spec Forces, who's been on this continent far too long and is starting to feel the wear and tear. He's in it for the mission, and we might get into a little bit about that as we play today. We'll see. He's been headshotting people from great distances for a while now.
And last but not least, the maestro, the conductor, the bus conductor, Nathan.
The conductor of the Symphony of Destruction. Hey, I'm Godless Polecat. Nathan, you can find me anywhere online under Godless Polecat. I probably don't know what I'm doing, but we'll all learn that later.
That's the human condition, man.
Yeah, that's welcome to the male experience. So, last session saw the group finish the extremely long combat tutorial / baptism of fire that I had planned out.
I mean, to tell you the honest truth, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was interesting, right? It was tense and everything.
Yeah, that's almost like, like an intelligent GM designed it that way. I don't know, but it's. I think it speaks to the robustness and flexibility of the one roll, or not the one roll. That's another game of the Year Zero engine, and like I've always said, I said it once, I said it 1,000 times on this channel. Like I like how they can noodle with the system and it's basically the same thing. It's this plus this dice pool, or in this instance, take 2 different dice and roll them, and then you get, depending on how you tweak that system one way or another, that's for episode 8, but for you tweak that system one way or another, you get different results. You get like a different feel of the game or whatever. So this game and this combat system, which I think at this point we're all acquainted with. I think there couldn't be any more instances of how we need to. So like if combat happens in the next 2 sessions, you guys really automatically kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the right amount of deadly with, I think it would be really, really fun because I stacked everybody with extra ammo and stuff, but not extra food. That's by design. But I think it'd be really interesting if combat would get really, really noodly, and it would be drastically different if you just didn't have, ass tons of bullets to throw at the enemy. It was, if you had to, we have to really figure out how we're gonna like make these.
I might actually have to shoot.
Yeah, you might actually have to spin, or at least throw your spare mag to somebody because they've been shooting the whole time. But yeah, it's got. I'm enjoying it. So you guys survived the that massive Exodus combat encounter, only to find that the route you guys were traveling down was a little blocked off, but that's okay because you guys we made the travel roll, the driving check, and you found out that there was like blown up trees and stuff that made basically the riverbed or the river edge that you guys were traveling down kind of impassable. So you guys managed to go north of the 2 towns. If I direct your attention to the map, Ostrezes or whatever it's called, don't know. Let me move you guys.
Yeah, we've been in the tank. We've been calling it ostriches, right? That's what everybody's. Yeah, we've been through ostriches. We're going to
the sick cow and Kepno. So what the group needs to do now is because everyone's pretty tired. So I think did everyone eat yet?
We did a 6-hour shift of eating and resting,
and now we need to make.
We topped up water tanks.
I gave away nearly all my MREs.
Yeah.
Oh, and someone said to me, like in the YouTube videos, I was like, don't they come with like purifying tablets? It's the American MREs don't. Every other country does include purifying tablets.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's because
we got to get some Russian ones.
In a US, the reason why that is for a US, purifying tablets taste like ass, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
The US just has so much money, they just truck in water upon water. And MREs, you can eat MREs without using water to prepare it.
Yeah.
Or fire or anything.
Can't you?
You can just eat it cold. Yeah, it's fine.
Just like eating Chef Boyardee straight out of the can. It's not recommended, but you can do it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a little something about being. Cold and wet in the woods. You'll eat just about anything.
Oh yeah. Nobody's picky.
You won't even care what it tastes like, just so you could get it in your stomach, so you can stop being hungry. That's all. You don't even care. You're just like, I'm just gonna eat this so I can just stop being hungry and get to sleep. But you guys are in a massive metal vehicle, BTR 60, and tucked up in a wood line. I believe we still have to make a camp roll.
Let's see.
Do we have to make a camp roll? Wood elements. I'm just trying to remember if you guys driving. No, you guys haven't made camp yet. So
okay.
You guys are resting, and somebody's got to roll me. Whoever's going to make camp, roll me the make camp roll, which is a survival check.
I think that might be Win.
Might be Win, yeah. Win's going to decide. He's SF. He's going to decide where you need to park this vehicle so it's hidden. And
we did do those rolls. We did the camp roll and we did the hidden roll. They both succeeded.
Did we? Because I'm looking in the chart.
I know. I'm not seeing it in the.
There's your survival. There it is. There it is, right there. Yep. 1. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we did do both of those.
No camping mishaps. Sorry,
no
mishaps. Voice. No and camping mishaps this night. And you rest. Is someone who's keeping watch?
So I took the first ship.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be like on watch because I napped in the back of the car all the way on the journey.
Yes.
I think we want 2 people up and 2 people sleeping.
Because he was driving, Blake, and also because he has to use stress, Blake could do with some sleep.
Yeah.
Blake and Doc are sleeping, and also the buddies. It's gonna be the buddy.
The buddy bunks.
The buddy bunks. System. Bunk buddy, battle buddy. It's called battle buddy, but okay. So battle buddies are going to what?
Well, I'm going to be like, I mean, I don't know what time of day it is. I guess I can tell. I've probably got to watch. But did we want to travel at night without like using our night vision goggles and just drive around with no lights on?
Yeah, I'm up for that. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, you drive at night in an armored vehicle. You can drive at night with your night vision on. I thought that's what you guys planned because it was the morning shift to get out of there.
Yeah, it was early morning when we got out of Dodge.
Yeah, so now it is, and you guys opted to like at around noon or.
I feel this morning, is the rest was noon to 6, and the first sleeping shift is 6 to 12.
Yeah, so
sorry, 18 to 24 hours. If you want.
So you guys rested for day, and you are going to that was resting and eating and making camp was day, and then you're going to sleep for evening, and then you're going to wake up and travel at night.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so it's evening, early evening, so you guys can now. If anybody wants to do anything else, I don't think you guys do. Someone wants to keep watch.
I kind of want to scout those nearby towns along the road and at the intersection.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do that on foot in that time.
Well, wait, sorry, I've completely lost track.
We are here.
Oh, is that us?
Yeah, that's Razor 2-1.
Boom, Razor 2-1.
So.
Yeah, we're nearly there.
Yeah, nearly to Germany. Yes, we've covered about 4 kilometers of the 400 kilometers we have to travel.
Yeah, we're burning through this thing. It's gonna be great. Being schnitzel in no time.
Yeah. So, let's see. If you go by yourself to scout Kepno and ostriches.
Okay.
You didn't sleep yet.
No, I will need to sleep, but can I sleep in the back of the vehicle when we travel?
I mean, the way I drive?
Or do I need to be at camp?
You can sleep when we travel. Yes.
Yeah. I want to be able to scout ahead a bit.
Okay.
See where we want to go, and we still need food and we need clothes.
Okay, so you're gonna go about 10K.
Okay. Alone, I can cover that pretty quickly.
Cover 10K, I think, in a shift. So you could probably get to where you could overwatch the town and get back before the 6 hours is over with.
What's our team comms range is up to 10K, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I can scout ahead and just post up and wait.
Okay.
I'm just checking routes basically, whether they want to bypass Ostrich, whether we need to go through Kepno or go around it. Is there any enemy presence, and also while I'm out, is there anything I can snag that's food, medicine, anything?
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, Twinkies
and smokes. I know, brother.
Yeah. Cold
you.
Beer.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Little Debbie snack cakes.
We have 8 people to feed. And
zebra cakes and zingers.
No more food.
Let me see. Rollable tables and counters. Here we go.
Well, this is where we lose our first member of the squad.
Yep.
Don't forget, you have to destroy your radio before they kill you, all right?
I'll keep that in mind.
1D52. Good. Display roll to chat. No, I do not. Roll table formula. Okay, where's roll? There it is.
So explain for the watchers and listeners what you're doing here.
Okay, so I am. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see that.
What's your step?
Why can you see that? Can you see the actual encounter?
No, because
No.
we haven't got permission. We just can see it's called Watch Your Step.
Okay, good.
Right.
Good, cool. Because I like that. So watch your step. So it is day, night, and it is road. So I think I need to roll again.
Now, I'm assuming I'm not, well, not necessarily. I can be observing the road from the tree line. I'm not going to be walking out in the open, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if there's an encounter that's near me, I can be observing it without engaging it. He said,
Right,
hopefully.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll this.
Oh. So these are the travel encounter, random encounters that make.
Yeah, this is not. So what I'm doing is the game system has a deck of 52 cards that are encounter cards. They are matched with there's a suit, ace of clubs, ace of whatever. They're matched with suits. So if you wanted to, you could have a deck of cards beside you and just pull those and show everybody. Or if you had an actual box set, you get a I think you get an actual card with it. But I'm just using the excellent roll table in inside of Foundry.
This was provided by Free League.
Yes. Brought to you by Free
And there's
League
your deck of cards.
Ooh.
And with their new urban operations expansion, they've got an additional deck of encounter cards too.
I've got a bunch of dice as well. I didn't realise I had dice.
Nice.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
But that's all been really faithfully recreated in the Forge VPT environment. So
Yes.
this
You
is
mean
great for us.
Foundry, yeah?
Foundry by Forge.
Forge,
by Foundry?
yeah. Foundry hosted by Forge, but it's
There
the
you go.
same. It's all the same. Okay, so human's best friend. That's much better than Watch Your Step, because Watch Your Step's a minefield.
Mines, yeah.
Mind your step. Mind the gap.
Respect the drip, Karen. Best friend. Okay. All right, so yeah, you head out. Go ahead and make me a scouting roll.
Okay. So this is our recon roll.
This is your recon roll, yeah.
No hits. 4 and a 5 on a D10 and D6.
But
So
you can
I'll
push if
I'll
you
push
want,
that.
right?
Yeah,
push?
I'll push that. I think so. Let's find out.
You can push if you want, yeah.
There we go. 2 hits.
Oh.
We got 2 sevens.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I got a +1, so it's a D10, D8. Right.
yeah, so yeah, it's night. You have your nods on, but even then, it's like there's enough illumination for your nods to be very effective.
Mhm.
There's almost no lights inside a ostrich or a Kepno. You can see down the road just a little bit. You can kind of see. You get to a point where you can kind of see Kepno through the trees and stuff.
Yep.
But there's no movement, or it doesn't look like there's any significant activity that's happening in ostrich.
Okay.
All right. And with that, so you're going to spend 3 hours moving there, and you're going to have to roll a recon to move back.
So my suggestion was if I'm basically route marking, I can.
Oh wait, you want to stay? You want to stay?
I want to stay, and I want to explore a bit carefully.
Okay.
To see if there's material we can get, especially food, because we've got 8 people we need to feed, and we don't have any food after today.
Mm-hmm. So you want to scrounge?
Yeah, but
Right,
I had to clear them, make sure I wasn't coming up against locals or Soviet forces before I poked around.
Yeah. So let's move. So you move into ostrich,
Mhm.
and let's get a scrounging table.
which is our survival roll, I think. So I'd have a D10 and D6 for this.
Yep, hold on a second.
There's a lot of really juicy specialties you can take to increase your activities while in camp. So scrounging supplies, hunting for food, all that kind of thing. There's opportunities for characters within the team to diversify, so everybody's got a job to do to keep the camp supplied.
Okay, so you don't need to make a survival check. You just roll on the scrounging table. So I'm gonna roll on the scrounging table.
Most of the stuff on the scrounge table is like supplies rather than food. Is that right?
It depends. Hold on. Oh, you're just gonna roll a. Yeah, here we go. Roll D100. Okay, why aren't you? Nope, let's do it again. Oh, when you pop it up, it automatically. Wow, hold on. Okay,
What?
when you activate it, it automatically rolls. It's not dumping anything into chat, is it?
No.
No.
Okay, cool. All right, so you find an electric mixer, but
Okay.
you do have when you're kind of sifting around, right? You're kind of looking at stuff, and you go into a kitchen, and you're looking for like food and stuff, but you find an actual electronic a mixer. It might be useful for spare parts. The way scrounging works in this game is it rolls a D100. There's an effect column, and there's also like spare parts column. So you get, like, for instance, you could find bicycle, binoculars, a box of cereal, which is like 2 rations of domestic food. There's a box of chocolates that says still edible. But you have, like, you could get a crowbar, and it gives you a tech +1 for rough work. It can be used as a club. But you have an electric mixer, and that'll serve as 1 electronic spare part.
Okay. And can also be used as a club if need be.
Yeah. It's also, its weight is 1/2.
Okay.
Weight, yeah, 1/2, and its value is 20. So you could sell it for 20 bullets. Because it's value, because in a bartering system.
So bullets are the currency. Wow.
Bullets are the currency. Yes.
I'm a freaking millionaire over here.
You're rich as shit.
Oh.
We are indeed spending taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, you're spending taxpayer dollars.
That's great that we got it. Like, I've seen the Goonies. We can use that thing to, like, interrogate people. Be great. You just get their hand, you just push it. Yeah, they tell you anything.
Also looking for any civilian clothing. There's no, I guess, no water containers or anything like that.
Yeah, everything that you're looking for is like most clothing you're looking for is dry rotted. So
oh, really?
Sec. Not supply. Come on, you. You find an alarm clock. When looking through, you were looking through a bedroom looking for clothes and stuff, civilian clothes, and you find an alarm clock. It is worth 1 general spare part. It's only worth 10 bullets, though. But you get the distinct feeling that since the armies have gone like back and forth over territory, this place is probably picked clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
But between these 2 towns, I'm confident we're not running into any enemy forces.
Yeah, as of right now.
Yeah, so far fine. So I'm gonna post up on a spot in the tree line overlooking Ostrich there, and I'll join up with them when they come out this morning.
Yeah. So when you do that, when you post up and kind of hunker down, you notice there's a small dog that's following you. It's a mutt. Looks like he might be a shepherd mix with something. He's small. He comes up to you. He stays like double arm interval away from you for quite a while,
right?
Unless you want to try and coax him in, like closer to you.
I'm not making any aggressive actions toward him or her. Speak softly and calmly. Their friend, how are they looking? Well fed, starving, somewhere in between.
It looks like it doesn't look starving, but it's not well fed.
Okay.
But it looks like it probably ran something down and ate it within a day or so.
Right.
Or found something to eat.
It occurs to Wynn that it might be if we can keep it quiet, it might be a useful distraction for the kids. Give them something positive to focus on. So I'll see if I can gesture towards it, take my remaining sort of half ration, set some out beside me, and see if he'll come over and sniff at it.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely. If you've got food, he's definitely interested.
Okay.
So he skitters up to you, and
I mean, it's a fucking dog, right?
He's not food. He's not like
food. They're interested.
Yeah,
but
people have
afraid
food,
of people, depending.
People have food, and that's why I hang out with people. So he's so he stays quiet. If you give him food, he just kind of hangs out next to you.
Okay.
And kind of just like, well, for now, until you give him a reason otherwise, he's probably going to assume this is his pack.
Okay.
So he's hanging out.
Let him sniff me.
Yeah.
See if he's chill. I'll scratch his ear a little bit. See if he'll settle.
You've got a friend now. You gave him some food, scratch his ear. He knows you're friendly. All right.
Okay. And I'll just say quietly, we're just gonna wait here for our friends. So we're gonna chill, and we'll keep an eye out on the roads to the south. So they're going to be coming down the road to my west through Ostrich towards Kepno. So I'm watching south towards the crossroads of Kepno and making sure that we don't have any, basically covering this hex in terms of movement, and see if we've got any visitors by the time they come down.
Okay.
And that's Wynn done.
All right, so Wynn, go ahead and make a stamina check, and Cowboy, go ahead and make a stamina check as well, because you were on guard duty, right?
That was the point, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Wynn has 9 or 6 rather, so it's a success.
Mm-hmm.
Stamina. I'm rolling 1d6, looking for that 6.
Wow.
Nope, that's a 1.
That's a 1. All right, so Flag, you pass out. Flag is super tired. Bull riding a BTR in combat is exhausting work. So without a buddy there to keep him awake, Flag is kind of like, oh, it's such a quiet night. You can hear like the dull rhythmic impact of like artillery and gunfire way off, kind of like just a doom, doom, doom. Occasional sound of gunfire. And what's up, James?
So I've got a Snickers in my mouth.
We had your hand
up.
If
we knew that Eckhart was pissing off Scout about, it might be worth us having like one of us putting double shift, one of us like doing both. I don't know.
We have 4 civilians that, if it's just a matter of somebody being away.
Yeah, I quite like the idea of Pops taking them on one side and going, so Like Cowboy, he's looking out for us. Your job is kick him, like every 10 minutes. Just you're not looking to bruise, but just on the shins, just a little kick. All right, I'll see you all in 6 hours.
Yeah, so you all you all sleep through.
Fuck.
Give me how do we want to do this?
Oh, I'll radio back after a couple of hours, or I guess it's 3 hours getting down there, so and an hour poking around. So around 4 hours into the shift, I radio back and confirm that the way is clear. And I'm waiting for
no one
here.
responds.
Blake
We'll sleep.
and Blake
We'll see.
and I need Blake and Doctor roll me stamina.
Stamina?
Yep, stamina. Because we're gonna see if you just on the off chance if you wake up to have to go to the bathroom or something.
Oh, so we're rolling for bladder capacity.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got 2 successes. So that was a 12 and a 2.
Doc is out on his neck. but Blake wakes up in the middle, probably in the middle of the middle of the shift.
Right.
Blake wakes up after about 4 hours of sleep.
Okay.
Like 2 hours of the shift left, and you realize that Flag is passed out.
Okay, so I know the responsible thing to do from my training, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to sneak up on him. I just I go, could fill a bucket with water and put his hand in it, but I have no way of warming it. That's not going to work. So instead, I'm just going to sneak up on him and then go, boo, I'm a Russian, and see what happens.
Yeah, you don't want to.
You don't want to sneak up on a guy handling his gun, you know.
And that's how Papa Smurf died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how someone got shot in the face.
Maybe remove the gun first.
Yeah.
And the knife.
But yeah, so you wake him up.
Yeah, you're right there, Cowboy.
Yep. Just keeping watch.
Yeah. No, I totally know how that goes.
Just rest my eyes. Yeah, just rest my eyes.
It seems quiet and all.
Yeah.
Seems quiet and all.
So
just doing eyelid maintenance.
Yeah.
Just You know what? You know what? I think I dozed off.
It's fine. I'm not going to tell nobody, because as far as I'm concerned, anybody who single-handedly, like, I know I was there, but like I was like on the second story somewhere else, man. Like, anybody who can single-handedly steal this thing is allowed 5 minutes sleep, as long as it doesn't lead to us all dying. So
or missing travel. You guys sleep all through the night.
Yeah,
that part.
Oh man, like if that's an option, let's do that.
Right. So Doc slept earlier, so he can take the night shift, right?
Yeah, Doc's still asleep. So shh.
Okay. So I have to keep awake for how much longer?
2 more hours.
Right.
Try stabbing yourself in the leg with a sharp stick. Anyway, I'm just gonna go water this bush. See you in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stand up against this instead of sitting down. Sitting down was a bad idea.
Yep. You get it, walk around or whatever. So the rest of the shift goes without incident. It's about midnight and you start kicking, Flag starts kicking everybody awake. Hey.
Right. Driving time.
I'll put some more logs on the fire. I'd assume we've got a fire going.
No, you guys didn't make a
cold
fire.
camp then.
No,
cold in the morning. When we rested, we were using the heat from the engine.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna hold the because it's going into fall, so it's not quite that cold yet. You can survive with a sleeping bag. Well, you don't have sleeping bags, but you can survive with like your gear and stuff covered you up or whatever. It's not like a poncho or whatever. It's not that cold at night. So normally by the rules, if you don't have a sleeping bag or cold weather gear, or you don't set a fire at night, you need to roll or you risk getting hypothermic. But since you guys aren't particularly out of shape, you're not particularly starving or thirsty or dehydrated yet. So
Can we make a camp?
Yet.
one of the reasons to get the extra water was cleaning out the inside of the BTR.
Oh yeah,
of the mess of humanity in there.
You don't like the paint job?
Yeah, but as soon as it's daytime, whoever's driving is going to take a point of stress as they realize that the driver's brains are all over the wall right next to him.
The kids missed that bit when they were cleaning up.
And Blake's been sitting in a puddle of the dude's blood the whole time.
Actually, that's a question.
I thought I'd wet myself, and to be honest, I don't know which is worse.
Wonder why my pants were sticky.
Yeah.
So I know our civilians are a liability. Are they also a resource when it comes to stuff like that? If we've got like basic chores that they can help out with that are within their skills?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you're more than welcome to make a persuasion check to get them to do whatever whatever you want. But
I'll defer to Cowboy on that.
Or Doc.
Yeah. I'm sure that Anna and Orchid, Anna and
Albin.
Albin, yeah, Anna and Albin will probably would pitch in and help, but the two kids, no.
Okay.
I'll take
scrape Soviet brains off the side of inside of a BTR. Anyway,
if there's a chance to take Albin on one side, I'll go. Look, I kind of feel like you're one of us now, like you're one of the team. And you got a designation because we've been calling you Orchid, but kind of feels like you need a nickname. And yeah, you kind of remind me of this Scottish guy I know. So I think your nickname should be MacGuffin. And for me, from now on, every time I think of you, you are Al MacGuffin.
You know, I've been to college, right?
Yeah, all right. No need to rub it in.
Do you
I went to Yonkers Community College.
I will let you call me the nickname MacGuffin if I get to put on plot armor. Do I get to put on plot armor as well?
Yeah, that seems totally fine.
Okay. Perfect. Anyway, what's the plan?
I don't do plans. I don't do plans. I just do driving. But like seriously, we're going to do everything we can to get you and the kids and your ma eating schnitzels. It's going to be, next 400 miles is going to be like nothing.
I have a... No, he doesn't say that. He's not ready to trust you yet. He's like, okay.
That's fair.
That is real Smurf.
What's up?
No, it's too long. No, too long.
What are you?
The opportunity has passed.
Oh. I was trying to add our nicknames to our names on the overlays, but adding Papa Smurf to Blake Parson is pushing Tom like into the next column, so I couldn't change it.
No, just call him Smurf.
Pops works fine.
Forget Blake Parsons. Blake Parsons died. Now I am reborn as Papa Smurf.
Now I am Big Papa.
Yeah, Big Papa Smurf.
Big Papa. All right, so yeah, that's my. Everybody got an apocalypse name? My apocalypse name is Big Papa.
Once I get MacGuffin back safely, then I can be Blake again.
Yeah.
And until then, Papa
Big
Smurf.
Papa. Big Papa. Okay, so
Wynn's radioed in, said it looks like the road is clear up to these crossroads. If you head on down there, I'll join you.
Great.
Alrighty. All right, Blake, go ahead and roll a driving check, -1 for having night vision on and being in the woods.
Do I not get to spend any experience?
Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, you guys get to expend experience if you so choose to. Do you guys want to spend? Who wants to spend experience?
I'd like to spend some experience.
All right. I know that.
Is Smurf spelled SMURF? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
It's important to get that down.
It is.
Yeah. Hey, Nathan.
Hey, what?
I've traveled a hex in this session.
Yeah, but
is that worth Is that worth 1 XP?
Tough shit. It's at the end of the session. We'll tally all that up.
Worth a try. I need 15 to upgrade my recon, and I'm sitting at 14, so I will forego spending XP.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure that now we're in the travel phase. There'll be another. Yeah, there'll be another. Okay.
Right, so, yeah, I'd like to spend experience, man.
All right, man. Boom. Rolling the dice chance. The skills. Where is the experience section in the rule book here?
Page 40, maybe.
If you go to thingy character creation, you can go to develop the character, and it's in there.
I'm there. Boom.
Yeah. It's actually really straightforward.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, next level, target level, and how much experience you need.
There we go.
So what do you wanna? How many experience points do you have, James, and what do you want to increase?
So I've got more than one. I've actually got 13 experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about increasing close combat up from nothing today, because of the close combat I did in the supermarket.
Okay, yeah. So close combat is now D. It costs you 5 experience points.
Woohoo!
You have 8 remaining. If my math checks out.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, that's it.
Okay, cool. So Doc chose to be better at hurting people at close range. All right, makes sense.
It's what he does.
Flag. How many experience points do you have, and what do you want to increase?
I have 14, and I'd like to buy a specialty if Doc can teach me. I need to brush up on my Polish skills.
Polish.
Or perhaps some of the Poles
polish my Polish skills.
So I need to instruct you for at least one shift, it says.
Yep, so learning specialty always costs 10 XP, but also requires a teacher. In this instance, Docopotamus. A PC or NPC who already knows the specialty. Well, that's a PC in this case. Instructing you for at least one shift. After the shift, the teacher makes a persuasion roll. If they fail, you learn nothing this shift. You keep your XP, and the teacher could try again another shift.
Sounds like something you could do on the road.
So I would also give, yes, exactly. I would also give you an extra, I'll give you a +1 to your persuasion roll, James, because Anna can kind of help you out. She'll say, no, that's not how you say it. You say it like this. Because you have more than one native Polish speaker in the vehicle with you. That's if you guys instruct him for a whole shift. We don't really know what's going to happen.
Well, can we just say we do and just see how it works?
No, this is test chamber. We don't cut corners. We don't cut corners in test chamber.
All right.
No, yeah,
Test it out.
We will. Don't worry about it. So let us. Okay. So you guys want to drive forward and pick up Win in Ostrich.
So do I lose any stress for having had a kit? How does that work?
For having had a nap?
A sleep,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lose 1 per shift that you rest or sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so anybody has any damage, it goes down by 1. Stress goes down by 1 as well. So be sure for you guys to mark any damage or stress down by 1.
Now I'm trying to figure out on the sheet how to take things down. Because got it.
I have a question.
Right click.
And right click.
What's up?
Is Win now sleep deprived?
Yeah, he will be.
Okay, driving time.
Conditions.
Didn't Doc sleep for 1 shift and then keep guard for 1 shift?
Who Win? No. But he's gonna sleep this shift. After you guys pick him up, he's gonna sleep this shift.
Okay.
And he rolled stamina to stay awake, which is why I had him roll stamina to stay awake, because he's got night vision on a countryside with distant gunfire in the background.
It's like soothing rain calm meditation.
And a dog next to him. All he needs is like somebody's voice, speaking through his iPod. Just listen to me.
And a banjo, yeah.
Thoughts. Oh, ew. A banjo. You get
It's
creepy
not
with
very
it.
restful.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna need a driving roll from Blake.
Yeah, that's not a problem until it is a
So
problem.
fuck it, yeah.
Oh wait, it is a hold on. We have to account for terrain. So let me
It's fine. It's going to be fine.
travel. Go to the travel section. So what terrain do we have? We have woods. Okay, so I need a driving check at a -1, and I need a driving check after that at a +1.
Okay.
Because when you change terrains, you have to make a driving check. So
all right,
make the first one at -1.
here we go. Hey, so that's a 4 and a
Excellent.
6.
That's a
for one
success. You're
success.
good to go. No damage to the vehicle. Go ahead and roll me a driving at +1. You fail. Just kidding.
So it makes his 2d8 into a d8 and a d10. Right?
Oh, couldn't get any better. All right, 2 successes. So you're just, you're better than you were in the woods. But you're able to find where Wynn is kind of camped out. And he's got a +1. So if this was a dinner reservation, it's his +1. And his +1 is a smaller than like average size shepherd mutt mix.
Like 30, 40 pounds instead of 80, 90.
Yeah. It's
Oh, great.
all black. It's all black with short hair.
So we've gone from creche to petting zoo. This is great. We're gonna get a
we've
whole
kids,
primary
we've
school
got-
going here.
We've got kids, we've got pets, we just need some goats and cows and chickens and
Bring it
off to
on.
the we could restart society right inside this BTR. Oh, we need some network television.
Like Robinson Crusoe here.
All right, let's so you are sleep deprived, so you can't heal anything yet, but you're going to go to sleep right now. So
I introduce kids to dogs, dog to kids.
Yeah, they start
and then
like
Wynn, you might want to sleep up here with me because back there they keep talking that Polish stuff
Anna,
all the time.
Yeah, Anna leans over to Flag, and she's like, she gives you some like test Polish as you're trying to learn Polish, and she's like, she says in Polish, she's like, "Are we supposed to eat the dog?"
Well, it's not off the table. It's not on the table right now, but it's not
Literally.
off the table. If you know what I mean.
I like that when Wynn got in, he had a blender and a dog.
Yeah,
and an alarm clock.
And an alarm clock.
An alarm clock.
Dump those in the corner.
Okay.
Spare parts.
Yeah.
Spare food.
It's an aptitude test. We're gonna put those 3 things together.
Yeah. It's like an emoji sentence. It's like blender, dog, clock. It's like, all right. So let's take before we do another driving roll, because you got to figure out the speed of the vehicle and if you guys want to actually get on the road or not.
I was muted when I said I'd rather eat human than dog.
You got a what?
I said I'd rather butcher a human than butcher a dog.
I mean, are you saying that as we're clearing the bodies out? Because
Ew. Ew.
I don't think we've gone that far.
All right,
definitely.
I'm not going camping with James.
The other white mate, you know.
Yeah.
Long
This is a
pig.
no
Long
animal
Long
harm.
pig.
Long
The
pig.
long pig. This.
I just won't eat the brain of a human. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
okay,
All
that's
right, so-
unfortunate because that's what's dripping onto me currently. You
Yeah,
missed
well,
a bit. How many
That
times?
can give you a disease, Papa Smurf. You should be careful.
Okay. Well, from now on, I'll keep my mouth closed.
We're going to ignore.
Good luck doing
okay.
that.
Okay, Doc is saying that, not James. Okay, good. All right.
So before I tip out, I'm suggesting we try and head southwest and cross the river here at Bergeg.
Yeah.
And then if we might have to go off road to do it, because we want to go around Roklaw. We don't want to get too close to it. But last we heard there were Russian elements to the south. So hopefully we can kind of thread the needle between, head sort of this way and pick up one of the western roads
Cool.
out here.
You want me to stop before we get to name your stow? Name your stow.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. There we go.
Namaste.
Yeah, you want me to stop
We
before we get to
apologize to any Polish listeners and viewers.
Yeah, you want me to stop before I get to the yoga place, or
you guys check it out. If you need me, kick me, but otherwise I'm out.
So okay. in the BTR, if you're on the road, you can travel 9 hexes in a shift.
Sweet.
Well, should I bob off road and then avoid it entirely?
If you're off road, you can only travel 6 hexes.
Okay.
Please don't make me divide in by going on and off road the whole.
The towns here seemed I checked a couple out last night. They seem to be pretty picked over, and like they haven't been occupied for some time. So we might be okay just barreling through. But you're gonna have to gauge it yourselves. Keep an eye out. If it looks quiet, trust your judgment. We do have to be careful before we do the river crossing, though, because we'll be very exposed.
So Blake is probably not thinking this far ahead, but Tom is counting that 9 squares takes us next to whatever that unit is.
I'd say if we can get to this crossroads, that should be towards the end of the shift, and you can wake me up there.
We've also learned what is that, Blake? In episode 1, I taught you guys military symbology. I give you guys a crash course. What does that mean?
I just remember the ones that look like they have a bum on them aren't actually a bum. Just looks like somebody mooning. Can you not see that?
Yeah, I can see that. I know what it means. It means airborne capable.
That's the Soviet armored element.
Yeah.
11 guard. No, not guard. 11th motorized.
Yeah, I totally remembered that.
Absolutely.
11th tank division.
So what you're saying is we want to go there, nick their tanks.
Well, apparently it's easy.
Apparently it's just a mobility check and an intimidation check.
Yeah. So we're going to stop there. We'll just wait while Cowboy picks us up a few tanks.
Yeah.
Kind of comes out with a foot on each tank.
The problem is
like that John Claude Van Damme with the 2 lorries or trucks, and he's standing in between them.
If we want to keep going by road,
with Enya playing in the background.
Yeah, if we want to keep going by road, I think we have to get here, go off road on our next shift, and pick up one of these roads heading west. Sort of try and thread the needle. But this unit, this Soviet unit, is going to be highly mobile, so they could cover a lot of ground in this space. Depends whether they're following up the NATO forces that are retreating or what their orders are. So it just means keeping your eyes open. Remember, right now you look like a Soviet armored unit, right? So
cool. And
it might be okay to stay on the roads.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Luckily, Tom, you get a +3 on your driving check for roads.
Ooh.
So if we're going to stay on the road, go ahead and roll your +3s. Roll me the first driving check.
You say you guys want?
Oh, he has. Shit. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, and I was very good.
Boom, boom. 1, 2. Okay, no problem. Boom. You roll into klepto. Nothing going on there. It's just a bunch of petty theft. And you move down on your way to Namaste. So give me another driving check.
So +3 again?
Oh yeah, +3. You're on the road. On the road again.
I will take all 3 of those successes with my 10 and a 6.
Impossible to fail. Okay, so rolling into Namaste, you have. Okay, there's about rolling into this next hex you're rolling into. There's about a dozen wrecks that are all burnt out. There's charred corpses inside the cars and in the vehicles. And it's not just like, it's like military technicals and like Russian like Jeeps and BTRs and stuff. And everything is just on fire and messed up. There's civilian vehicles mixed in with them too. They look like they've been hit by some sort of artillery / napalm attack maybe. So is anybody inside the BTR like keeping watch?
I mean, definitely not Win.
I know Win and Flag are passed out, right? Is Flag sleeping?
If at all possible, yeah.
Yeah. So Flag and Win are speaking. So that would leave Doc is keeping watch, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm co-pilot then. I thought I was teaching. I thought Cowboy was having his Polish lessons.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Flag was teaching him. He did get sleep the previous night while he was on guard. So yeah. So you're teaching Flag. So Flag's up. Anna's keeping it. So I think Flag's learning. You're keeping watch. So I need whoever's keeping watch, which is going to be it's going to be Doc and Blake and Papa. Doc and Big Papa are going to take 1 point of stress because the corpses in the cars is a pretty depressing sight.
MacGuffin, you might want to keep your siblings like play I Spy inside the car only.
They're playing with the dog.
I Spy minor eyes. Something beginning with D. Is it dog? Yes.
Yes. Something beginning with B. Brains. Have I mentioned that nobody has cleaned here yet? As soon as we pull over, somebody needs to get sorting this out.
I thought you said you weren't going to talk.
They can't really see because it's like nighttime. You guys are up with your night vision on. That's why you guys are kind of looking around and spotting the bodies. Yeah. If you guys want to like stop and scrounge, you can. If not, you can keep rolling.
I've asked on our stream for people to name the dog, so we'll see if anyone has any good suggestions.
Is there actually anyone watching other than us, though?
Yeah.
Thanks. One viewer.
Danny CC1.
Oh, it's Danny.
There are people in here that I don't know their names of.
So if you're in the chat, sound off.
Sound off.
I'll kind of.
What? Go ahead. Sorry.
I'll whisper to Doc, going, like, should we be looking around any of this? I feel like I want to ask Win. Oh, is Cowboy still up, right?
I was learning Polish.
Yeah.
So I guess I was up.
Sorry to break into school time. You want me to keep on driving, or you want to have a nose around? And, like, we're passing through a pretty burnout city, I guess. Might be some stuff got missed. Not my call. I'm just the driver.
I think yo home to Bel Air, right?
Okay. Yeah. Don't need to tell me twice, and I'll mosey on through.
Okay.
So, anything good on the radio?
Yeah, it picks up Russian stations.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a beat, but I'm just,
yeah, the Russian national anthem, right?
That's all. It's like 1984. It's just piped into the BTR. That's it. It's 2 volumes on and off. So there's nothing going down in Namaste. It's pretty cleaned out and bombed out and dead as well.
It's got an 8-track. It's got an 8-track player, right?
It's got an 8-track. Okay, so all right.
Murderous bastard card, whatever the fuck that means.
Where did you guys want to stop? Let's see, that's 1,
I was 3, my instructions 4, were very 5, clear. 6, when we get to the crossroads, we wake up Sleeping Beauty.
We kick away. Hey.
Keep your eyes open crossing that bridge.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I flash back to him saying that while thinking to myself, like I'm gonna close my eyes when I'm driving over a bridge. Like I'm not Cowboy. I don't close my eyes on duty.
Maybe scan the bridge in the opposite bank before driving out onto the bridge.
Okay. I'm gonna do that when I get to the bridge.
Yeah.
All right. Give me
Parsons
2
would
more.
know that.
Give me 2 more driving checks, please.
Okay. +3.
+3.
Look at the D12s rolling along.
Look at that.
So that's an 11 and a 2 for a total of 2 successes.
And the next one. You are demonstrating an excellent ability of how to stay on a road.
Yeah, this.
Okay,
I'm pretty good at this.
You have moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes, and your fuel consumption is.
Oh dear, this is the issue now.
We've got a lot of fuel still.
So 6 times 6 is 36, leaving you with 36. Oh, 139 minus 36 is 103.
That was a lot of numbers.
103. So you have 103 fuel units left. Okay.
Cool.
So can we work out with current usage and projection how far we can travel in this before we're gonna have to abandon it?
Yeah, divide 103 divided by 6. If you travel off-road, it's double fuel consumption. So divide 103 divided by 6, and I'll tell you how many hexes of movement you have before you run out of gas.
Sorry, what? Maths?
Divide 103 by 6.
Yeah. We got 17 hexes.
6. 17.
Yeah. Blake doesn't tell you that. Tom tells you that. Blake has no idea.
I just did maths. I just used
Blake's like, I can't read Cyrillic, and the fuel gauge is in Cyrillic.
Yeah.
It's hard in Russian to know what this means.
We got backwards R circle squared 2. That's how much fuel we got left. That's how much fuel we got left. It used to be
here, now it's here. Does that mean we're getting more fuel? No.
I mean, also, like, I learned miles, and for some reason here they measure things in hexes. So I don't know. It's just
each one of those is 10K.
Yeah.
Like, and each one of those takes 6 fuel units, and we have 103 fuel units left.
This is
yeah, it's a good job he's got his nods on, because his eyes are so glazed right now.
Glass. All right, so
that's assuming we don't come across more fuel between here and there. We've got another 150, 170 kilometers to travel on roads.
Like we'll get blown up by the enemy before then. Don't worry. Like that's a tomorrow problem.
It might be a right now problem.
That's a 100-meter target. We're worried about 50 meters now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you pull up to the bridge, as you do in your big war vehicle, your big battle wagon, and it's starting to get light. I mean, it's just the sun's just peeking over behind you, peeking behind you, starting to peak the horizon. So you can see the first glimmers of daylight.
And how's the bridge looking?
Bridge looks intact. It's got a bunch of debris on it, though. You're gonna have to roll a driving check with a -1 to get across it without like rolling over a bunch of stuff. There's car hulks. Looks like a roadblock that's been bashed down. There's like tons of stuff on there. So
okay, anybody want to do anything for a squeeze us through? You're all ready for this?
Would it be worth getting out and having a look to see whether they've rigged the bridge to explode?
Yeah, just don't discover that by exploding the bridge. I guess that would be the key thing.
Well, the key thing would be not to go on the bridge for myself and have a look along.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to wake his flagpole. Cowboy, you're an explosive expert. Would it be worth having a look at the underside of the bridge to see if they've rigged anything?
Do you explain? Do you ask him in Polish?
Yeah, I'll ask him in Polish.
All right, make a persuasion check.
Comrade, do you think
with a plus, right?
No, he doesn't get any plus. Just make a persuasion check, James.
Comrade, do you like how I'm doing, comrade?
Comrade. It's all the Polish he knows is to say comrade.
Oh,
look at that.
Successes. I rolled a 10 and a 3, so 10 is 2 successes.
So,
nice.
Trey, go ahead, spend your 10 experience points, and give yourself the linguist trait.
Whoop, whoop.
As you understood what he asked you to do.
And then I will proceed. Then I'll proceed to actually do the thing.
Yeah, the kids start talking to you now.
Come again?
What? You should respond with yes, comrade.
Yes, comrade.
Yes, commissar. Yes, commissar.
Yes, not commissar.
It's not commissar. All right. So you're gonna get out.
Yep. And guess it's a recon roll.
It is a recon roll. You're gonna be picking apart or picking down in the bridge, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Come again?
You're gonna check the bottom of the bridge.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in and see up the if there's anything raked. I'm not gonna check the roadside. I'm gonna check under it to see if they want to blow it up. I don't know. We can be concerned about actually a roadside bomb after that.
Okay.
So I'm rolling my D12 and my D6, and I'm getting a 10. So that's 2 successes and a 1 on my D6. But I'm not going to push it with 2 successes.
Who's shooting?
All right. The bridge looks clear, but you hear a shot from across the river.
Oi.
A shot wings past, but it's low, like it hits the riverbank down by your feet. And you hear someone across the river go, "Oh, you missed him!"
In English?
In English, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna dive for cover first off. Whatever there is to scramble behind.
All right, so you just get prone.
Yeah, if there's nothing, if there's no features in the landscape, I'm gonna drop prone instead.
No, you're pretty much on a on a plane.
Who's shooting?
Okay, and then I'm gonna drop prone and then just fire some bullets in the direction of the shot.
Okay. So one comes close to your head as well. There's like two shots get fired, and you hear you missed him too. You hear a bunch of hooting and hollering.
Do we hear? Fucking hell, a bunch of rednecks. Okay, I'm gonna kick Win's leg. Wake up, Win.
Wake up,
Right.
Win.
Oh, what's up?
Under fire.
Do we also hear the shouting?
I mean, we'd hear the gunshots, right?
You hear the gunshots, but you don't hear the shouting. Only Trey hears the shouting.
Can Trey make an intelligence roll?
Why does he need to make an intelligence roll?
Because he might recognize that if it's not twigging by the things they're saying, he might recognize that he's not being shot at by Soviet weapons.
Yeah, I have that recon where I can get stats on a recon. Maybe I can recognize the weapons being shot with.
Yeah, you recognize American voices with American accents shooting American weapons at you.
Great,
like how it should be, you know.
Because we got a BTR.
Because exactly. Just thought there was a reason why in game mechanics why we could.
I would like to shout as when you'll allow me as loud as can. What are you idiots shooting at?
And you hear so you get up off the bank enough and get behind the BTR or next to the BTR, and you can, in which they can't really see the BTR because of all the stuff that's on the bridge and stuff. And you, they shout back, you dumbass. That's what they shout back at.
What? Why the fuck aren't we on the same side?
Well, we're on this side of the river and you're on that side.
Fuck you! I'm gonna take my BRT and drive over there and kick your asses.
All right. You hear one guy go, "Bring that motherfucker."
Okay. Win is up. He's awake. And this conversation is going on, I guess, just outside the BTR. We hear flags shouting.
Trey's trolling somebody from across the river.
Cowboy, you might mention to them we're an American unit?
I don't think they care, mate.
Maybe not, but it might just be that they're dumb enough not to understand what you're saying as we roll up in this Soviet armor.
I'm not even sure they can see it from here.
If they can shoot you, they can see you.
Yeah, they shot me down there, man.
Can I see across the river? Can I see them?
Yeah, you see a bunch of you look. Give me a recon roll, James.
Oh bollocks! Maybe I should have done some. Oh no! Still bad, but you know. Fucking hell!
Oh wow!
Yeah, you
That's
spot.
3 successes.
You spot several figures on. You spot at least 5 on the riverbank, and it doesn't. They're moving away from the riverbank, so like they're like consolidating, moving away from your position, moving away from the bridge, and they start disappearing. They start moving down the road and down the into this hex basically, and then then eventually you can't see them.
Cowboy, aren't you the persuasive type?
Yeah. I mean, I persuaded the Russians to give us this ride.
Yes, there's that. But in terms of talking to people whose language you can actually speak, you're telling me you can't get these idiots to stop shooting at us until we can get across and explain what's going on?
What was their answer to why were they shooting at us? Because we're here? Wasn't that like their reason?
No, you said. He said, "What are you shooting at?" He said, "You dumbass." And then you said, "Oh, we're on the same side." He's like, "Well, we're on this side of the river. You're on that side of the river."
So nothing they're saying suggests they understand who they're shooting at.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of like them.
I kind of like them too. I would like them better if they stopped shooting at us.
Well, you can't have everything.
I can have that.
I'm gonna yell like, "What is this? Some kind of like toll to pass the bridge or something? What you guys up to?"
Why don't you just fucking?
I just shout out, "We're Americans, you idiots!"
Okay, you don't hear a reply.
Okay, have they moved off? Let's go then.
Yeah, I'll relay what I see. Like 5. I don't even know what you would call them because they're not technically tangos, but technically right now they are tangos.
Well, yeah, they're
strawberry tangos.
What does that mean?
God,
what does that even mean? I look at you.
That sounds like a
what are you fucking talking
sparkling
about?
In England, tango was a range of orange-flavored drinks that briefly and badly attempted other flavors.
You look over. You look over and you realize that Blake, that Papa Smurf is sitting there going strawberry tangos as he eats one of your fentanyl lollipops.
Give me that.
It's like strawberry tangos. And now we cross the strawberry river.
Okay, I'm gonna pop out the top. Still mostly in cover, and just be looking through the scope, see if I can see where they're moving in the town, how far they've moved off, and see if we can get across without being shot at. We'll deal with the rest of it then.
I always found the cherry tango tasted like pencil sharpenings.
Yeah,
it was not good.
It's not good at all.
When you sharpen
what I'd like to know is how do you know that?
You know the smell.
Come on, who hasn't eaten pencil sharpenings?
You know how it's so it tasted like how a pencil sharpening would smell, right?
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
It does. I was just trying to picture young James in school, got tired of eating paste and is now eating pencil shavings.
I have eaten some erasers. Like when I was growing up, there was a whole range of fruit scented erasers. It was briefly a thing.
Oh,
it was a thing in the 80s.
All right.
Oh my God.
Whoever the worst person to roll recon is actually.
Hello.
Blake, I need you to roll recon. And,
yeah, sure.
And no, just Blake. Well, who has the worst recon, Doc or Blake?
My intelligence is B. My recon is D.
Yeah, I'm CD. I'm CD.
Blake, it is.
Okay,
you are
Blake
CD. You're an untrustworthy.
Let's go compact disc.
And do I have any modifiers to that for my genius?
No, because it's nighttime, but you have night vision and yeah.
Okay, recon.
Mm-hmm.
That is one success.
Nicely done, Blake.
Success.
It's the lollipops to keep you sharp.
Yeah, I don't think that's what the fentanyl ones do.
It's the strawberry
That's the cocaine that does that.
Doc, you gave me the wrong lollipop.
I didn't give you any fucking lollipop. You just helped yourself.
So, what is the plan? Are you driving across the bridge and?
So leaving aside the fact that I'm tripping balls and we seem to be shot at by our own friends.
You're not tripping. You didn't get into the. You just got into the pixie sticks. You didn't.
Okay.
You didn't get into the.
So look,
psychoactive one.
If it were me on the other side, I would be waiting with a big gun to see the bad guys come along, and then I would shoot the big gun at the, or maybe like have placed a bomb or something. Like I wouldn't just be going, oh, we shouted at them and cussed at them, we'll go and have a lie down.
Yeah, I did not want to be crossing this bridge under fire.
Do we have like maybe if we got any brains left, we could like write "We are US, you dumb fucks" on the side.
Yeah, but it's night, so they're not going to read it, are they? They're going to be able to see it.
And I'd rather not that be painted on the vehicle when we non-Americans.
No, but I thought this through, right? So originally it says like "We're US, you dumb motherfuckers," and then once we get past Brest, we add an S and an R.
We are Rush.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, they'll definitely.
I'm going to pat you on the. I'm going to pat you on the shoulder.
English, we're Russian.
I'm going to pat you on the shoulder and go. Yeah, try not to think too hard next time, all right?
Yeah, no, I'll admit it's hurting up here. Do you want me to just drive forward? Is that what my orders are?
I'll scout across and hopefully make sure there aren't any IEDs along the bridge. And I'll duck for cover if we come under fire again. But it looks like they've retreated to the town.
Okay.
So
do we want to find another crossing?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's too far out of our way, and I'd rather deal with these yahoos than an airborne armored division.
No, sorry, wrong fucking setting, isn't it? That mutineers. Fuck me. What is it called?
Deserters.
Deserters.
They could be. They could be.
Yeah,
so
I think we should approach it that the fact that they could well be deserters.
Yeah.
No,
if
the
worst
thing
we need to execute them for treason or desertion.
Yeah, but what if they haven't deserted and they want to lift, and then it's going to get really sweaty in this thing?
They can sit on the fucking roof. Top.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Plan.
So I'm gonna go up like 50 meters ahead and start picking my way across, looking for.
Do you need me to come with you?
No. If you guys can keep an eye, one of you on the opposite bank. If you don't have binoculars, there's a Russian sniper rifle there that has a scope. Just keep an eye on the town, the opposite bank. Make sure that they aren't coming out to take some pot shots. And I'll see if I can pick a path across.
I'll sit in the turret. Actually, no. Flagpole, are you good at shooting range combat? What's your range combat shit? Cowboy?
Sorry, once again.
Are you good at range combat?
Of course.
Yeah, but what is it? What you got?
It's a D10 and a D8.
Oh, same as me. Alright, I'm going to get up in the crow's nest.
You go, Doc. You do it. Yeah.
With a sniper rifle, I'm just going to... I don't know what I'm supposed to do with a sniper rifle, but maybe
you're not using it for the rifle, you're using it for the scope, just so you can see across better and watch for movement.
But
if they surface and they're aggressive, if it happens, it happens. Ideally, we don't kill the people who might be friendly, but on the off chance they aren't friendly, it's good to know where they are.
So when you're picking your way across the bridge with just your pistol?
No, I gave him he's got the Russian sniper rifle. I've still got mine slung. I've got a pistol in hand because I'm focused on what's up close.
Yep.
Doc
can't see shit because the scope's not night vision.
Can I look through my light? Can I not use my night vision through the scope?
You need a UNS on the other side of the scope. Looking through a scope with night vision doesn't really work.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll swap rifles.
Well, I mean, you don't know that.
Oh,
you've already left, and Doc's
fair
like,
point.
"Oh
And
shit, this don't work."
Okay. Well, now we know.
Okay.
So you're picking across the bridge.
Yep.
Roll recon with no modifiers, or if you get a modifier from an ability.
Well,
but roll
well, Nathan, I roughly know what buildings they disappeared into, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to watch the buildings they disappeared into.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
705. One hit.
All right, hold on. Let me look at the rules for opposed.
Did they have night vision themselves?
I didn't get a look at them.
You couldn't tell.
Yeah, they shot at Cowboy.
And I didn't see them. I just heard them and felt the shot.
Were you being especially bright, or were you being kind of in the dark?
I need to know the rules for opposed actions. Rolling the dice. Sorry, folks, but this is important.
This is how we learn.
This is important.
I would guess it comes down to offsetting successes. And the question there for me is always, what if it's a tie? My recon versus their tech and hiding an explosive or something?
I sure knows. I guess that since it's dark, I was using light to look under the bridge, and thus was a pretty easy target. So we can't tell if they had knots or not.
Okay, cool. All right. Got it. Okie dokie. So when you use opposed rolls, like successes cancel out other successes.
Right.
So you have to have more successes than the person you're rolling against. All right.
More. So the tie goes to the defender in that sense?
Yeah, it depends on what the action is. Okay. Let's say you guys are setting up an ambush and you roll 2 successes and they roll 1 success.
Yeah.
On their recon roll, then your success, your 1 success cancels out their success. You still have 1 left over.
Right.
Or you're still hidden.
Then I'll
and it's modified by range and terrain and stuff like that, or like persuasion rolls versus recon checks if you want to use different skills for opposed checks. Okay, so
I'm going to push then, Nathan, if that's okay, and see if I can pick up an extra success or 2.
Because I just said the opposed rolls opposed.
Because now I know mechanically how it works. Basically, Win is being cautious.
Go ahead. Roll.
So there's 3 successes.
There's an IED at the end of the bridge on the right-hand side of the road. There's a trash bag that looks out of place.
Okay. Can I inspect it without exposing myself to fire from the town?
Yes, but do you want to? What do you want to do? Do you want to walk up to it?
I just got to figure out if I can see how it's triggered to know whether we can drive around it without it being an issue, or whether they've run a detonator line to it, or
you can't see anything.
Can't see that. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna back off like a third of the way back on the bridge. And I'm gonna shoot it.
All right.
Get position with cover behind, like you said, there's some roadblocks, burnout cars, that sort of thing. And I'm gonna see if I can remote detonate it the old-fashioned way.
All right. Go ahead and take your shot. -1 because they smaller than usual target. And you're shooting into a trash bag, so you don't know what piece you're gonna hit.
No, for sure. So -1 +1 with the sniper nets out to 0. There's 2 successes. on D10, D12.
Alrighty. This thing goes off.
If it's just an ID, it's not going to be big enough to blow the bridge. It's just blowing
hopefully
people who are crossing the bridge. Well, hopefully, yeah. But either way, better to know now.
Hopefully. I don't want to create an item.
Are these things designed to like run across water?
Yes. You can swim. You can swim a BTR across water.
Up to a certain depth, or like, is it driving through and you stay watertight, or it's not an amphibious vehicle?
Yeah, they float.
Seriously?
Man, that's why they're boat shaped.
We all float down here.
They're most military vehicles float.
So we don't even have to cross a fucking bridge.
You'd have to. I don't even think there's anything special. You don't have to set up anything special. Most Russian vehicles can float across without even have to set up anything special with the vehicle. They can just drive in and go. But like Bradleys and stuff, you have to set up swim barriers and shit on US vehicles.
And if a bit of water gets in, we can scrub the decks, right?
Yeah. Did I mention
or fire
the brains?
No, you haven't.
Mention.
Why don't you just flick it? Look, unwind the window.
Yeah.
And flick it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know if it's got windows that wind up and down.
Not glass windows in the armored vehicle. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this thing...
Are they doors? They got doors open?
They're hatches.
You have hatches, yeah. No hatches. There's two doors on the back, but they seal. Like when you close the doors in an armored vehicle, they seal, so they're like airtight. They don't let any gas and stuff in. And you can make the vehicle relatively airtight, except for the turret, because the turret doesn't actually have a gun in it. There's a gap in the turret, but this isn't a submarine, so you just need like the water level areas, like airtight, which they are.
So when I drive it through water, I should just try and make sure that we stay this way up.
Preferably.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got this. Please let me.
No barrel rolls.
Yeah, don't do any barrel rolls or loop-de-loops.
You guys take away all my fun. Give me another lollipop. I'm doing this.
So this thing goes off, right? You put some bullets into this. It goes off, and it's they've kind of planted it a little wrong, but it does make a sizable crater, like at the end of where the bridge is. It doesn't damage the bridge, but it makes a huge crater in the ground. Wherever it detonated, so to the point where you can't tell how bad it damaged the road or the stuff. But
yeah, I hear you. So it switched my view to the town where these guys buggered off to. Any reaction to the IED going on?
No.
Okay,
no reaction.
I'll have to move forward again, and I'll let them know there was an explosive rig at the end of the bridge. I've blown it, but I'll have to check it out and see if we can get past.
Would it not be advisable just to find perhaps a ford further up or something and just drive through it, or make a ford rather than trying to cross here?
Yeah, when on the radio is like, oh, can nothing go in the water? It did not occur to, and that would have been part of his training rather than mine. He might have realized that. Flag would have realized that, but it hadn't come up when we were talking about river crossing.
We were looking at the instruction manual that's in the glove compartment of the thing.
That's in Russian.
It's in Russian.
We're
just looking at the pictures. We're just looking at the pictures.
There's a picture of this thing
Alvin
floating.
Can read it.
There's a pictograph of what gear to put it in.
Can Alvin read
it? No, Alvin can't. He doesn't speak Russian.
I gotta.
But
let's check this thing out.
And to be fair, like Wynn was asleep too when they came up to this, so
yeah, for sure.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So
on the radio, I'm like, you mean we don't have to cross by the bridge? Why are we here?
Yeah, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Okay, well, we're here. We might, and this
You're
thing is
not
blown. Let me check it out and see if you can get across the rest of the way.
Well, we don't get shot. We don't want to.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing, my worry is that we're going to get caught in a crossfire.
I am with you there. There's plenty of cover along here for me, anyway.
Yeah, but it's not just you we're talking about, Win, though, is it?
But you're in an armored vehicle, so
but if they collapse a building on this armored vehicle, we're just sitting sitting in a tin can.
When it's looking around and then looks up in the sky and says, "Okay, I'm not sure where a building's coming from, but just give me a second, Doc."
Just about 10 yards from the building, from the edge of the bridge, there's buildings.
Nathan, do you want to give a sense of how close the town is to the bridge? Or is all of that area?
Yeah, I mean, a bridge isn't like. I mean, kind of. It's this says there's a town in the hex. It's not exactly to scale. So there are buildings and stuff across on the riverbank because James saw guys move from the riverbank right into buildings.
Okay, so there it's a fair bet that they've taken up fire positions where they can fire on the end of the bridge. Then. All right, so I'm gonna before I advance any further, then I'm gonna be scouting and see if we can find where these guys are. In the meantime, if they had, they just use an ID. If they had any armor weapons, they might have not shot at you with rifles. They might have let you try and cross.
Yeah, because they've probably got an ambush ahead. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If they see that we're in a fucking APC or whatever, BRP. What's it called? BLT?
BTR.
BTR.
It's better that way.
It's better. It's better than a Jeep.
But I can't believe it's not butter.
All right, so do you guys want to move like to Ottawa there? A little bit north and cross right there? Cross the river there?
Well, what's Win doing? Because Win's pissing around
I mean, I'm checking out the town, seeing if I can spot whatever ambush it is they're setting up.
Okay, roll recon.
I'll whisper to Doc, going, we missed a trick. We should have pretended that when we saw the explosion, we thought he'd been blown up, and we were just like crying about how sad we were, and then.
So that's 2 successes.
Could have been a whole
D10,
thing.
D8.
All right, you can't see anybody that's visibly like up and out of cover or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I see where, if I was setting the ambush, where would I be?
There's tons of places. There's buildings that could be on second floors. That could be in alleyways. You're going to be driving past tons of positions that are possible firing positions.
Okay.
They could have more IEDs.
I'll shout out. I'll say, you yahoos know we're Americans, right?
You don't get an answer.
What? We don't answer?
They don't answer them, no.
Oh.
Tell him about how cool Cowboy was when he got the butter.
Okay, if we don't need to cross by the bridge, then.
So I'm just playing it safe, man. That's all.
No, brother.
They're not responding. Why are they not responding? Maybe they think we're enemies still. Maybe they just think we're fucking who we say we are.
I'm good with that. So I'll double back. Say.
I'll just put a pencil in. I assume we've got a map. I'll put an X on the map to say that there was US soldiers here.
Tickets.
Yeah.
Wait, Canadian, you want to go to Ottawa?
If I do, it'll be to bust some heads. Sure.
Bust some heads, eh? Let's go to Ottawa. All right. So reduce. Go ahead and give me. Oh wait, I'll do it because you're gonna go off road. Go ahead and give me a driving check. And give you. Hold on. You need a minus. Hold on a sec. Bum, 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 bum. You need a minus woods. -1. I need 2 of them. Blake. Blakey boo.
Okay, so that's 1 success on the first one.
And the second one at a -1 as well.
On pops.
Getting a bit scary now.
Oh my god.
Shit,
well, don't push though.
You can't push.
Tell them what you rolled there, Blake.
Let's just take a moment to celebrate how many really very successful drive rolls I had. I don't think we need to just focus on the negative of the 2 ones I've just rolled. I don't think we need to get hung up on that.
On
we need to think about my previous successes.
Well, you've done well.
Well,
up to this point.
Please tell me that was when we were in the water.
I forget. I forgive you rolling really well, but I can't like forget the fact you rolled really badly there.
As long as that's just light damage to the BTR and we're still functional, it's all good.
So yeah, what does happen when you're in the middle of a river?
And you
is that for the river crossing, or is that the woods?
That was not. That was just the woods.
Okay.
So now here's your driving mishap.
Is it a bear shitting?
Bogged down.
Oh fuck.
Bogdanovich.
Notes: the vehicle gets stuck and moves no further this shift. Getting loose requires a stamina roll or help from another vehicle. 1 attempt per shift can be made. Luckily, you got bogged down this next hex away. So you are bogged down in this hex.
Yeah.
So you get maybe a little bit too close to the riverbank because you're trying to like it's a little too undrivable up in the trees, and you kind of try to stick closer to the riverbank, but then you get the vehicle kind of like stuck. But you're good. You're probably like 5K away from the village.
Okay.
Yeah, so I discovered like can't float on mud.
I found mud, guys.
Don't know what that's about.
It's tactical. It's tactical mud laid here by the Soviets as a trap. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Guys.
It's okay. We're gonna cover the vehicle in it like Predator.
Yeah, exactly. And then no one will be able to see us.
Okay, so does this thing have a winch?
No, it does not. The vehicle is not going to travel anymore this shift.
Yeah.
So that means you guys are going to have to roll stamina to try to unstick this thing. So.
Okay. Any modifiers or?
Yeah. How many people are helping?
There's 4 of us plus
that's
at
3.
least,
so
hopefully Albin.
Albin's going to pull guard.
Okay.
+3.
Okay.
+3 to your roll, Blake.
Who does the roll?
I mean, I drove us into the puddle. I should.
Anybody can.
Blake is the toughest of us, I think. Are you an A strength? Oh no. What's your strength and stamina?
I'm 12 and then D6.
Okay, I'm 10 and D6. So yeah, you go ahead with +3.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Wow,
yeah, so that's
fucking hell.
two successes.
All right.
Yeah, no, I lift. I lift betters.
Yeah, you squat. You got a good deep squat.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you guys put enough trees and stuff in front of this, and you're able to drive it out. But it's going to be starting the next shift. So
shift.
Takes you like an hour to basically get all this together, and the sun has come up. It is now morning.
Mm.
Well, we're right near woods, right? Oh God, Nathan.
Yeah, my webcam keeps shutting off for some silly, stupid reason. I don't know why. Anywho.
Yeah, we parking up or we going splishy splashy?
Not particularly keen on crossing the river in daylight.
I mean,
honestly, the noise of this thing is more of a problem than seeing it in terms of being spotted, right? You can hear this thing a good ways off.
Are you criticizing my gear shifts? Because I've been smooth.
Smooth like Russian butter? No.
So all like
smooth like crunchy peanut butter, yeah?
More like
butter.
Go ahead, Nathan.
Sorry, Nathan.
No. So do you guys want to cross, or do you guys gonna? You want to hunker down until nighttime?
I think we're gonna dig in till nighttime, right? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Probably pull it off the beaten track into sort of a woody area.
Yeah.
Like how likely do we think our fellow countrymen, them schmucks, are to come and hassle our grapes?
Like we're 5 kilometers off from them. I don't think they're chasing us down. It sounds like they've dug in where they are.
Okay.
So at most, if anything, they're setting up another explosive on the bridge for the next schmucks who try and come across. So
I'm trying to get my camera restarted.
Yeah,
that's all right.
So we can keep our eyes open, but
yeah, sure.
What we do need to do is get some food. So since we're in a wooded area, I'm going to see if I can hunt
when we finish the campaign, Nathan turns around and says, "Yeah, if you got friendly with them, they had a Huey with them, so you could have just got out of there."
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, the helicopter takes off and heads west. Oh,
God damn. So, any of you guys good at fishing? Because river, right?
Do you have any fishing gear? Or are you planning to tickle the fish?
All right, so
we've got a dog and a blender.
Go ahead, Blake. Go ahead and roll me another driving check to bring this thing into the woods. At a -1, please.
Don't blow the transaction.
Oh, thank God!
Sweet.
One success. It's not God, all right?
It's Pops.
It's Pops.
You're just grinding metal. All right, someone roll a survival check to pick a campsite.
Yeah.
For the win.
Right, we do need to get.
We're doing our evening shift, or is it night shift, or
it's
day shift?
It's like day 6 to 12 shift at this point.
Yeah, so Wynn's got this cunning plan that we all get jet lag by completely screwing with our body clocks. It's going to be exciting.
No, that's no good.
All right, so you pushed, failed to push. You take one stress.
Yep.
Because I was thinking about trying to sleep. Now,
yeah.
I think that when we don't have a camp, that requires a survival roll. Is that correct?
No, you can sleep in a vehicle. It's in the rules. You can sleep while traveling as well. You can rest.
Mm-hmm.
You can sleep as well. So, yeah. So you guys find a spot in the trees. Trying to think. Do you guys want to make full camp, or you just kind of stop pulling guard duty, or do you guys want to like make a full camp and so that you can sleep?
We need to get food because we don't have enough food.
So I can go out hunting in this wooded area and see if I can snag us something.
You can't use your SMG. No, that's not.
I can use my silenced sniper rifle.
Yeah, if you can't use your machine gun to go hunting. I'd rather just because I don't want to be spending 20 like when I'm eating my like deer or squirrel. I don't want to be picking out mostly bullets.
Yeah, but that's okay because he can he's got like 5 hand grenades. You could just go fishing.
Yeah. I was literally just gonna say that. Like that's what they're for, right?
Go blasting for fish.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But won't they be able to hear it 5 kilometers away? Is that not going to be going? We're over here.
Yes, they would, James. We were kidding.
Oh, okay, all right.
I mean, maybe other people were kidding.
I'm pretty sure Blake meant
Blake frowns and goes, "Ah." Honestly, the Soviets just take away all my fun. Like, how often do you get to explode some fish?
Okay.
We'll keep it in mind for later.
Skills.
It's coming right for us.
So, Park.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna get. All right. So I'm gonna need Win to roll survival with a +1.
Ooh. Oh,
that's a success with
that is a success.
9 on my D10.
Okay.
Did you catch a Twinkie?
All right. I need you to roll a travel hunting. Roll a 1d6, please.
No.
/R. There you go. 2.
That's 2.
Oh, you find a rabbit.
Well, that'll feed the kids. Better than nothing.
It's worth 1.
Meal equivalent.
Actually, according to QI, it's not. If you eat nothing but rabbit, you will die because your body, you use more energy or
It's consuming it. I need that for it. That's okay. It's better than nothing. But
yeah, if you rolled more, how many successes did you get on your survival check?
Just
Only
the
one,
one.
right? Yeah, so you only found one thing. All right, so now you need to
Unless
track
you
it.
pushed it.
now I need to track it. That was not me coming back with a rabbit. That was me finding that there is a rabbit.
Oh no, yeah, that there's a rabbit. Now you need to roll a recon to get in position without alerting the rabbit.
The dog helped. Do I get a bonus for the dog?
No, did you take the dog with you?
Does the dog looks like he's a survivor? Yeah, I'll take the dog with me.
Okay, you take the dog with
He
you.
can
All
he can run stuff down.
Yep, and you take the kids with you as well. That's that's the package deal.
It's training them.
No. All right, so the dog goes with you. All right, roll recon.
Yeah, there's a success. 6 on the D12.
Okay, so how close do you want to get? You want to get within rifle range, right?
Yes, I'm assuming if it's visible at all,
Yes,
it's
you
in
don't
range.
you don't need to be close because you got to roll recon for ambush to get close to it. It's modified by how close, but since it's a rabbit and you're far enough away with a silenced rifle, okay, go ahead and make your ranged combat check. It has 1 hitbox, so if you hit it, you'll actually kill it.
The trick is to hit it there. Well, there's 3 successes.
Trick is to
9 and 6 and 11.
blast the shit out of it.
The goal is to shoot its head off while leaving the tasty meat bits undamaged.
I think we should call the dog Ambrosia after the dog in Labyrinth.
Ambrosia, yeah.
There you go. So
All
we
right.
can cook that up with a little fire. And
Grouse
the kids and the dog can share it. Unless the dog manages to catch a squirrel or something.
All right. No, the dog. So roll a persuasion check.
Oh dear. This is not going to go well. It's 1d6 and there's a 1.
All
The
right.
dog runs off with the rabbit.
The dog starts eating the rabbit when you guys get up to it. He starts like tearing it up, starts like chewing on it. Now you can kind of get it out of his mouth, or
Yeah,
I have an idea. Let's shoot the
food
dog.
from the dog.
roll another persuasion check.
Yeah. Again, 1d6. This is not.
Well, you just want to grab a hold of the dog and just get the rabbit out of his mouth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's all. You don't have to roll. That's you grab him and get the.
And I'm not being unkind, but lifting him off, and I'll even tear off a little bit. He can eat raw. It's all good. I'll tear him off a little bit. It's a good dog, but he's got to share.
You can give him the head.
There you go. The bits of bunny brain.
All right. So you've got a rabbit. Who wants to go fishing?
Yeah, sure. Actually, of everyone,
Blake's like clink. 1,000, 2,000 kerplunk.
Like Blake is the only person who can't go to sleep while we're driving.
Yeah,
he's learned this. He knows this. So yeah, should he conk out now? Is this a good time for him to?
We get a shift of rest and a shift of sleep. Can you fish and rest at the same time?
I mean, surely fishing is the very
It's
definition of a
restful activity.
No, you cannot.
Okay. I suggest you sleep.
Okay.
Or get your rest and your sleep later, whichever you need. And maybe Albin fishes. Maybe Flag. Are you trying to sleep again?
I was trying to sleep for this shift where everybody else is making activity, so that I can take the night shift without falling asleep and having sleep deprivation.
That works well. Oh, read this out, Nathan. This is delightful.
So we have a camping mishap because we failed our
camping roll.
For our camping roll, yeah. So a randomly selected character has caught lice. It itches horribly, and they get a rash all over their body. The victim suffers 1 point of stress each day and cannot sleep this day. A successful medical aid roll stops the effect. So who goes to bed right now?
Me.
Yeah, Blake is unfortunately going to bed right now.
All right, Blake gets
Blake and
lice.
Flag.
It's Blake and Flagpole. Doc's gonna keep watch, basically.
Well,
Did he get it from one of the kids?
No, he got it from the woods.
Wherever he was lying down.
Got it from that dog.
Yeah, that's stupid.
No, I know,
yeah, like end of his shift in which he doesn't get any rest. Blake comes up to Doc and goes, Doc, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yeah, certainly.
I'm a little bit. Can I show you something?
Wait, just 1 second. Doc, were you fishing?
No, I was keeping watch of the camp.
Okay. All right. Yep. Continue. Sorry. Continue. You do find Doc keeping watch.
Yeah. Can I can I show you something? Look, when we all visited that a place of nighttime entertainment when we were back at camp, I think I might have picked up and he'll sort of opened up his uniform and got, look, this, like, it goes all the way up. This is.
Isn't lights on your head? It's not on your.
Typically at the base of hair.
It's just rash all over his body currently.
You ain't got crabs, have you?
Well, I don't know. You're the Doc. I mean.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
You got anything for this?
I assume so. So I need to make a medical test on him, yeah?
Medical aid roll, yes.
All right, I'm pretty good at that.
Like, you've been waiting to do some medicine on us.
Right, well, you're going to have to strip down first.
All right. Should I go? I'm going to go around the side of the butter. Tell the kids not to come around here. We don't want to scare anyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Strip off.
Oh, Nathan.
Too traumatized by the thought.
Yeah, I don't want to watch. I killed my camera.
I'll just start. I'll start going through his hair. Knit nurse. Yep. You got knits.
Okay, you got anything? Because I'm red raw all over now.
I can see that. You need to stop scratching.
Well, stop making it itching.
All right. Well, medical aid. Is it just a straight up roll, Nathan, or?
Yeah, straight up medical aid roll.
All right. If I fail this, well, that's 3 successes. That's
successes.
A 9 and a 10, and the 10 gives me 2
I have
successes.
never felt so good.
Yeah, he applies like a really good lotion, and you actually feel better after having got the lice than you did before the lice.
Yeah, I think I might have got lice on top of the crabs I already have, and now I got nothing. So I'm feeling.
They fought each other to a standstill. Yeah, now you feel healthy.
It was like a death match taking place in my jockeys. I'm just gonna go back to, I know I've just had 6 hours in bed, but if it's all right with everybody else, I'm gonna go have another 6 hours in bed and actually sleep this time. Okay, see you in a bit.
Wynn wanders back in with pies and a rabbit. As part of setting up camp, although we had a mishap, we have a little fire. It's daytime, but small fire hopefully isn't gonna create too much. Depends on how wet the wood is, but hopefully not create too much smoke.
We hasn't rained.
No, it hasn't rained.
Okay. So
Flagpole's just snoozing. Flagpole, Cowboy and Bubba Smurf snoozing.
So I'll finish my shift cooking it up for the kids. Give pies another scrap. Make sure they're okay.
All right. I've only got 1 field rations left.
No, I know this is a problem.
Yeah,
me too. So let's tally food up. So how many rations James, how many rations do you have? Just 1?
Just the 1 now. I gave
Blake?
So yeah, when we camped up, I had 1.
Okay. And Trey, how many rations do you have?
I'm out.
You're out. Doug?
My last ration I'm gonna split with Albin and his mom. Actually, I'll just give it to them.
I don't know if you can split. Is the rabbit your last ration?
No, this is an actual ration. So 1 ration and 1 rabbit.
And 1 rabbit. So that's 4
So I'll give the
portions.
ration and the rabbit to the family. Let them figure out how they want to divvy it up amongst them.
4 portions of food.
I just
I will
pull off
give-
a portion for the dog.
I will give my field ration to Papa Smurf as he's got to drive.
Well, how many rations do we need a day?
8.
1.
I mean, you need 1 per person.
Yeah. So I'll say to Doug, I'm all right for today. I'm okay for today. Tomorrow,
tomorrow morning you're going to be starving.
Yeah.
But right now you're good.
Since we've got the fire going, we'll boil some water.
Okay.
So that we've
How
got
do we go
the
hunting?
water supplies topped up. Beg your pardon?
I better not fucking do it. I've got nothing in survival.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you asking, Greg?
Nothing. Can you show me the ropes on survival, please, Win?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm planning on sleeping this next shift.
Can I spend
but,
5? Can I spend 5 experience and learn the first dice in survival?
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right.
We can if I don't. I mean,
Hey,
I went
does
off
it
hunting,
start-
so I can't also be teaching you that shift.
What is it? What does it start at? What's the first dice it starts?
D.
D.
Is a
Oh, okay.
D6.
D6.
What's
D
F
is in
then?
D6. F is
What's
nothing.
F? Oh,
You're
am I
F. You're
supposed?
4F.
Am I supposed to put the blank ones at F? Is that what I'm saying? Ah, okay, all right. Ah,
You just leave it blank.
okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna go and try and hunt.
I can't. On my shift, I was hunting. I was out away from camp, and you were on watch. I'm planning on
Alright.
sleeping the next shift, so I can't teach you this shift.
Oh, what? Yeah, but you don't have to teach me because it's not a fucking specialization.
Yeah, he
is it?
doesn't have to
Oh,
teach you. He can just learn
Gotcha.
it.
Oh, perfect.
So he was figuring out. So while he was on guard duty, Doc was working out. Okay, like I think you got to track shit, and then I can do this. He's
Yeah.
basically talking himself up. How hard could it be? Just put sticks in your uniform so you blend in, and
No, that's great.
Rub
I'm all
shit
for
in
it.
your clothes.
rub shit on your clothes. Yeah. You have to taste rabbit shit. Yeah, it was a rabbit.
I think he went this way.
Well, I'm gonna go shoot some animals.
So we're on our second shift, the noon to 6 shift.
Yeah.
Go ahead and.
Blake is sleeping. Win is sleeping.
Mhm.
Flag.
What's Cowboy doing?
After I've been sleeping, we go. That's the next shift. I want to keep watch.
Okay.
Are you
were
better at
sleeping.
survival than I am, by the way? Would it be easy if you went and hunted and I fucking kept watch?
I don't think I'm very good at survival at all, actually.
You need. Your base intelligence would.
I
help.
got a D12, but then nothing else. Like I got something in every other stat in intelligence, but not survival.
So you need
Okay.
survival, then recon if you're trying to approach close enough to ambush, and then
Well, I've
ranged
got
combat.
survive. I've now got survival.
Yeah, so off you go.
All right. So.
And I'm good at keeping watch. So
Perfect.
Right, do I get any minuses or pluses or anything at all?
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to roll a 1d6.
For,
Wait. No, roll
what-
roll a survival check. Sorry, and you get a
Hey,
plus 1.
I get +1.
You get a plus 1, yeah, because you're in the woods. There's animals in the woods. Oh, look at that! James is.
I'm
on-
gonna push.
Sure.
How did that? Okay,
got
well,
one
okay,
success.
no, okay, so nothing changed. Just one success.
Okay,
I was trying to. I got one success on the last one. I was trying to. Oh my god!
you've got a boar.
Fucking how boring.
You're tracking a boar.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. He's got hit capacity of 3. So let's roll a recon roll, and you're going to try and get within rifle range, so you don't have to get that close. Then roll a recon roll with +1 because you're in the woods. Actually, no, it's a straight roll. Sorry, it's a straight roll. All right, you're in position. Now you need to take a shot and do at least 3 damage to it, otherwise your meal runs off.
Or charges you and gores your stomach.
Or charges you and kills you here in the woods. On travel.
There you go.
Successes.
Good. 2
Damage
successes.
is 3. No, base damage is 2.
But the additional success gives you an extra damage, which is enough.
Extra damage. And you drop a pig. So the rest of you at camp hear a very loud gunshot come from somewhere in the woods up to your north. And you've got a boar. So go ahead and roll me 2d6.
Big money. Roll high.
Meat.
7.
7. You have 14 rations of food off this one pig. Because the rations is 2d6 times 2.
Where do I put that?
Just put
I'm tracking that stuff on notes.
Yeah,
okay.
you don't have to put it on your character sheet.
All right.
No,
So
so
what you're gonna have to do.
There's a tab for notes. You can write stuff there if you want to keep it in the system.
You're gonna have to
I'll come back into camp with like a boar around over my shoulder, fucking
make
Doc.
a stamina roll to carry that damn thing.
Doc is like an undercover badass, right? He hunts.
He finally shot something that wasn't an assassination.
He executes wounded enemy soldiers. He kills
He gets
people
rid of my crabs.
Close range. Yeah, he can heal your lice.
Doc is the do-it-all post-apocalyptic survivor.
Men want to be him. Women want to be with him.
I've got the market, combat markings on my face. 2 lines right there.
Pig blood under his eyes.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Meat's back on the menu, boys. So, who wants to cook? Because you're going to have to make a survival roll to cook.
Oh, fuck me. Am I going to have to cook?
I forgot. What is her name?
I'm going to cook.
What's Albin's
Anna.
mom's name? Anna. Anna want to do this up?
You want Anna to cook? All right, let's.
I don't want to presume, but I'm guessing of the 8 of us, she's probably the most
Anna
savvy.
can cook. Yeah.
We had the fire going.
Yeah, here she goes.
Oh.
All right, go. Starts cooking up. So here's the deal with cooking. Cooking meat, fish, or vegetables that you have caught or foraged in the wild requires a campfire or a kitchen of some sort, which we have. By campfire, you can cook up to a dozen daily rations of food in a shift. This includes cutting meat, gutting, and cleaning fish. We'll just say she cooks all 14.
Yeah.
Dozen's 12, right?
Correct. Yes.
Baker's dozen is 13.
Yeah.
A Polish dozen's 14.
Polish dozen's 14. Yeah. This includes cutting meat, gutting, and cleaning fish. You can cook in the same shift as another character makes camp. So you roll for survival. No matter if you succeed or not, your rations of meat, fish, or wild food are turned into domestic food rations. However, if you fail, anyone who eats the food must make a stamina roll to resist food poisoning. This can be a hidden roll made by the referee.
There.
Yeah, and that's where you come out of 2 ends.
Hold on.
Yes, we don't want to repeat of that.
Yes, James. Hold on a sec. Let's look at food and drink. Domestic food, cooked meat, and vegetables needs to be consumed within a week, or it will spoil. I don't think you guys have a problem with the food spoiling, because I don't think you guys have a week of game time left.
We don't have a week of food
in this test chamber. Yeah, you don't have a week of food left. Yeah, you barely got enough food for the next day.
Yeah,
so,
but we got enough that we can finish off. Everybody who didn't eat yet today can eat, and we can do a full day tomorrow and still have some left.
So James kicks Anna awake when he gets back. He's like, "Hey, pig." Hold on just a second.
we get a little hog roast thing. We stick it on a skewer and just turn it over the fire. I guess she has to shave off all the fucking hair though, right?
Well, you skin
What does that do? Well, no, you want the skin, don't you? You want crackling, right? It's pig. You want crackling?
Well, yeah, but that's the fat around it more so than pig skin. The skin is thick and tough.
Bit of crackling.
Or do they put a whole pig on
a spit? I don't know.
Camp that takes forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Cooking a pig takes a long time anyway. You can't cook a pig in 6 hours.
And since we're cooking on a smaller fire, I think we're just carving off chunks of meat and roasting them.
She's putting them on a stick and frying them over the fire. Yeah. Okay, so Anna's cooking for the remainder of the shift, and who's sleeping? Everyone has slept, right?
Nope.
You haven't slept, right?
No, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep in the vet as we move tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim for a gentle rocking motion. It's gonna be real smooth.
All right, so you guys, the whole crew can pack up and load up. Who needs to eat?
I can start some meat as we drive.
It was just the two kids ate, and that left 2 other rations. I assume you guys gave that to Orchid and Anna.
We did.
Okay, and then you guys are
so Doc needs to eat. I need to eat.
Yeah, you guys everyone, all the PCs.
So did I use up my field ration then? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right.
So you guys are sitting high on the hog, literally. You guys get to eat fresh cooked pig.
Not a well-balanced meal, but better than not eating.
I thought it'd make more sense if we kept, because I was going to keep my ration. That's why I went hunting, because the ration will keep longer, right, than the pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought you gave it already before you went hunting. You gave it up. You gave your food up to the...
Or did Blake?
I was going to give it to Papa Smurf, but he didn't want it.
I had one ration and I ate it, and then I went to sleep.
So you already ate, okay.
Yeah.
So, you have one ration, and then...
All right, well... I will spend
so there's one ration left.
I will spend the ration myself, and we'll just use, and then whatever's on the pig we can use tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
because there's 14.
No,
right?
now because you guys, you had 4 portions of food. 2 of those went to the kids, and Blake ate his. That means Orchid went hungry, unless James gives his ration up to. Do you give your ration up to Anna?
Sure.
Okay, so Anna eats while you go hunt. So then you bring back 14 rations of food, which then get cooked. So you guys can hork some food down while you're loading up to get in the car.
So it should be 11 left.
So no, should be 10 left, because you guys are going to eat 4.
Except Blake already ate.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so 11. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So what you should do with the rest of it is, if you hang up the meat here, it will get naturally smoked. That's how it.
That's how
it works.
With gas fumes. Good stuff.
All right.
No, he's talking about his fucking cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
Oh God, no, thank you.
You've got to be out of cigarettes already. It's okay. It's a role-playing device. All right. They're Newports. They're Cools. Got a pack of Cools.
Ugh.
All right. So,
worse than the apocalypse.
Okay, so you guys ready to go paddling?
Ready to go
Yeah,
drive this boat?
I want to sit in the back. I'm gonna get some shut eye, if that's okay by anyone else's.
Yeah, but you want to stay awake for this first bit, because it's going to be freaking amazing. God damn. No, I mean, it's fair. I slept through the man killing a fucking pig, so it's fair.
All good, brother.
I'll
be up top.
All right.
In the turret, I'll check out the opposite bank and up and down before we cross. Anything in sight?
No.
Okay. Looks like we're good to go there. Pops, take it easy.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So this is going to be fun. Let's look at.
I don't want to look at this.
Travel.
I've got 2 fucking screens I have to hide now.
Oh, good gravy, maybe.
So I'm
Lake
imagining
or river?
+5.
+5.
You actually get, that's crazy. Lake or river gives you a +2 to your driving check. All right, we're not going to do that.
Crash.
We're not going to do that. You're going to get just a straight driving check.
Boo!
As you swim the armored vehicle across the river. So go ahead and roll straight. I think that's for boats. Look at you.
Wow.
2 successes.
You're like, this is actually easier than driving in the woods, guys.
Yeah. I get halfway through the river and just start doing little loops for it. And then, yeah, that was fun. Can we do this again?
No loops.
He drives, no loop. He does barrel rolls. All right, yeah, you move into Ottawa like George Washington crossing the river.
Mm.
All right, so what do you want to do? Do you want to like continue driving on? So I'm going to say you used 6 more fuel. Oh wait, you're off road. 12 more fuel to move into this next hex. Let me see the character sheet. BTR. 2 is 767. Bam. All right. Cool. Making progress.
I'm assuming there's a track of some description between Ottawa and the road. It may not be a great road, but I mean, this town isn't built nowhere. It's got to connect to the road system.
Might not have a road.
Yeah, but there's not a decent enough road to be considered a road hex.
My thought was to pick up this sort of northwest bound road here, go as far as here, and then do an off-road. Like I want to stay clear of Roleplay if we can.
Okay.
So cut across if we have to here, where we can pick up the road again and head west.
Okay.
Rather than getting within like a couple of kilometers of Roleplay.
Yeah, gotcha. So, Blake, where do you want to drive? You want to drive 1 hex over to the road?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm on watch. Pops is sleeping, is that right? And Flag, what are you up to?
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Learning Polish? Yeah, what's Cowboy doing?
Yeah, what's Cowboy doing?
I want to hang out one of the gun ports.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're driving around.
I'm just double checking my mag here.
give me 2 driving checks with +1, Blake. Oof.
Right, so that was 1. Should I push it? I'm going to push it.
Oh, okay.
What happens if I don't push it?
I roll a driving mishap. You figure out why I got a blue circle when I push on my activate camera button. Do you want to push, or do you want to roll for a driving mishap?
If I get
I think you should push while I'm asleep.
Okay, pushing.
It's on a D10. Give it a go.
Ooh,
So close. No improvement.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. I rolled the same thing twice, and then now. Oh, it's not my stress though, is it? I damaged the car.
Why can't this thing start my? Yeah. You damaged the car a little bit.
Yeah.
So let's look at. I'll try to get my camera figured out in just a second. Hold on.
When we go to break, it might maybe restart the computer, see if that fixes it.
I got to restart Zoom. Is what I have to do. I have to quit Zoom and rejoin Zoom.
Well, do you want to take the break early and then?
Yeah, it's close enough anyway. Yeah.
Short note. Cowboy is getting ready at the gun port, and then he realizes, something about checking ammo. I'm an agent, not a soldier. Ooh, 4 beans left. Gotta find some more max in the backpack, and then putting it at the belt, and then popping in fresh 30 fresh rounds.
Yeah. Currently, you're rich.
Yeah. Okay. So let's look at driving mishaps again. I like rollable tables.
It's like saying, I managed to cut this bread with this bread knife. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
No. What? No.
Oh, no.
No.
A crash.
That doesn't sound great.
All right. The vehicle crashes into a tree, rock, or barricade and suffers damage to the front equal to its travel speed rating.
Yeah, I only drove with one of those 3 things.
The crash may attract unwanted attention.
Nah.
So you smashed into a burnt out car, and let's look at your travel speed is 9 on road. But that's not what you were doing, because you were doing 6 because you just gone through the river and you just gone through off to other road.
Pops, I'll give you some unwanted attention.
So components, fuel, combat. You have 4 armor on the front of this vehicle, so yeah, it's okay. You smash through the car just fine. It doesn't damage your vehicle.
Yeah, it's just like bumper cars when I used to visit Coney Island. You just bump.
I am going to remove your armor, though. Boom.
Entirely? Yeesh.
Just from the front, yeah. Because the way it...
so it's now wide open, and Pops is just sitting there smiling.
It's not wide open. It just crumpled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crumple zone has been compromised.
Yeah.
It would still give you cover in a firefight, but we don't want to run into anything else.
It's just not gonna reduce damage before it affects the vehicle.
Yeah. So we've lost our deposit on the rental. That's what's just happened.
Yeah,
we're fine.
All right.
Anyway, so that was all the rolls, right? You didn't need any more rolls from me. All the rolls are done.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Great.
All right, roll me another driving check.
Did we hit something? I'll call from the back.
Yeah, it was a suicidal squirrel. Don't even worry about it. Go back to sleep.
Well, we better stop and get it.
There's not enough left to eat.
Yeah, it's no.
He was wearing a little vest. It was gruesome.
Yeah. Modifiers to this driving roll?
+3.
It's gonna be fine.
You got this, Punch. There you go.
Yeah, I got a success.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right, so you're moving up this road, right? Which is conveniently placed on both of these hexes, which is odd. But you're moving up this road, and you see anybody up and out keeping watch. Like I think Flag's keeping watch.
No, it was me.
Okay, Wynn's keeping watch. Yeah,
I'm peeking out the gun port.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So you see a Russian soldier standing in the middle of the road, and long before your BTR like gets up to him, he's got his AK, but he's holding it like up in one hand, and he's pointing to his AK as you're driving up. He's pointing to his AK and then like mouthing like this.
I was looking at the map, so I can't see your face. 1 second. I'm on one screen dynamo. Try that again.
What was he doing, Nathan?
He's holding his rifle up in one hand, and he's like pointing at the rifle.
Yeah.
And then like motioning like food.
Yeah, needs
pointing
ammunition,
rifle.
Needs food.
Yeah, this guy's eaten all his bullets. You want me to run him over, put him out of his
misery?
I do a quick scan to either side of the road. Does he have?
Yeah, he's got.
Troop?
Yeah, you see that there's like a squad. There's like 9 guys, and they're not in like hiding, but there's like a bombed out service station. There's some like cars and stuff. They're not like behind cover in the cars. They're kind of like hanging out. Their weapons are on their laps.
Okay.
They're not like up and ready. They're just kind of chilling. And he's kind of like, if you're not even slowing down as you're approaching, he's like trying to get you to slow down. And he's like waving.
Do they have vehicles?
No.
Okay. Speed up, Pops. We're just going to blow through these guys.
Did we hit something?
You sure we don't want to talk to them?
They think we're Russian. That's why they're waving us down for food and ammunition. We're not Russian. So we're just going to keep on keeping on.
So we're not Russian, but I am Russian.
Correct.
And I put my foot down.
All right.
Okay.
So we button up. Keep your heads down, folks. And
tell the kids they're going to need to wash the outside of the thing tonight.
I'll swap my rifle for a Kalashnikov or AKM or something, and take a gun port on the opposite side from flag.
All right, you get closer and closer as you're speeding up. He gets off the road, and he puts his weapon down.
Okay.
And he's like trying to wave you guys over.
Yeah.
Okay.
We barrel on through.
All right,
I encourage Blake to barrel on through. Blake does what he wants to do.
Yeah, now Blake will continue to drive and resist the temptation to swerve off the road.
Okay. You drive past. Let me look at the encounter.
I'll have a look at him, contemplate swerving to run him over, and go, no, I think he lied on the form and he definitely has kids. It's his lucky day.
So like you see like anybody looking out of the vehicle, you see all like the Russian guys that are kind of like sitting on the side of the road, like on the cars and stuff. And then you see him like in the middle of the road, like throw his hands up, like, come on.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's perfect.
All right.
Being in this bus has served us well.
And we need, I already deducted your fuel. Okay.
So we want to be able to switch over onto the westbound highway.
If that's what you want, yeah.
Is that not what we want?
I'm just asking. That's you want
to. Pretty confident. We want to not go to Rocklaw, and we want to head towards Germany.
Yes.
The positions where the U.S. mechanized infantry were. There's a town under that's where they were, but they've been withdrawing. I don't know what town or what city that is. It looks city sized.
Okay.
like here. Is that where we flew out of?
No, we flew out of Rocklaw.
Oh, we flew out of Rocklaw. Okay.
Like Nietzsche. Like Nietzsche.
So, yeah. So as long as we aren't encountering Soviets on this road, we're going to keep going west.
Okay. Yeah, you find there is right. So you saw my ping, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Next hex over.
Yeah. So there's a squad of American military, and they are on foot. It's about 12 guys. And they're walking towards, they're headed west as well.
Yeah. When they hear the vehicle approaching, so they're going to hear us before we see them. Are they reacting?
Yeah. Like you turn up onto that road, you start heading down.
Yeah.
And then you encounter them like on the road, basically. And they're turning to like look behind them to see what's coming.
Yeah. As soon as it looks like they're US troops, I will flag them down, say, you boys want to ride? But I'm ready to duck in if they just start firing on us.
Yeah. They're like, hey, like you like let them know that you're US military.
Yeah.
And they're like, they motion for you to slow down so they can talk to you.
Yeah. Pops pull up 50 meters off.
Sure.
Just on the road. See if we can talk to them, and I'll swap out for Cowboy.
Look,
there's 2 top hatches, right? There's a commander hatch, and
And
so
there's
I'll
top
stay in
hatches.
the one.
There's top hatches in the back as well.
Okay, so I'll stay in the one with my rifle ready, but not aimed at them, because that wouldn't be friendly. And I'll ask Flag if he can. Were you sleeping?
No, Flag is sitting in looking at one of the gun ports. Yeah.
Right.
So you're gonna.
Do you want to pop up top there, Cowboy?
Do you want me up top?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got you covered.
I know you guys are going to do whatever you guys are going to do, but just and I want to help us our guys. I do, but we got kids here, and we've got enough ball burgers for a day and a bit, but
yeah.
Maybe the kids are priority is what I'm saying. We need to get
mission's a priority.
The mission is priority.
If we're going in the same direction as these guys, we can get some updated intel. Maybe these guys can sit on top for a few clicks.
Yeah,
it's their duty to make sure that we complete our mission.
Great,
because they're needed to win this war.
Just checking we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Got to get MacGuffin a McMuffin. I'll work on it. I'll workshop it.
Yeah, workshop it. Yeah. So you pull into this next hex down here.
Yeah, we don't get off the road though.
I know.
How long have I been asleep for?
4 hours.
Oh, okay.
So you pull over. You're gonna pull over and stop, right?
Yeah.
And talk to these guys. Okay.
At a distance.
Yeah, keep the engine
distance to talk.
What are you gonna? Okay, so you pull over 200 meters away, and the guy's like, "Drive over here," because he sees you guys are American.
Yeah.
All right. So you pull up, you pull over and stop, and you notice that it's Gavel 6. It's the 101.
It's the 101 MI.
Some of the 101 MI guys. Yeah.
Hey boys, going my way.
He's like, oh, look who got out of Kalisz alive. He's like, how the hell are you guys? How the hell are you guys rolling around in a BTR?
Funny story, that one.
Yeah, well, we don't have any vehicles left because we got shot to shit.
Yeah, we saw.
Waiting for you ass wipes to.
Hey, we were on time.
These people.
Unfortunately, the Russians were early.
Yeah, the Russians.
So we both got our kid and we got the ride out. Guess we got the one up on you, Gavel.
You do have Orchid.
We do have
Excellent.
Orchid.
Excellent.
That's the mission.
We are headed. Well, the mission's scrapped now.
No, the mission is still on.
Well, commands completely fell apart, so we're headed west to try and link back up with some semblance of U.S. forces.
Likewise.
We could use a ride.
You mind sitting on top? It's a full house in here.
No, I don't mind sitting up top, but some of my guys probably need to go in. Hey, Doc, you want to have a look at some of my guys too?
I'm a fucking asleep.
Oh,
mate.
He's asleep. He's like,
no, that's okay. There's
you guys had a medic with you, right?
Looks like there's a copse of woods off there. Yeah. Doc's here with us. He's just kept out for a sec. Looks like there's a copse of woods over there, just off the left of the road.
Yeah.
Let's pull in there, get into some cover, and we can figure stuff out.
All right. So, Pops, go ahead.
Here, right on the hex edge.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a driving roll, Pops, with a -1.
Okay, I'm going to try really hard not to run over any of our guys, because I kind of feel like that would be bad.
Much
be like a Halo move. There you go.
Yeah, so that's a success.
Yep, you move in. And it's about an hour left of this shift.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep an eye west. Make sure nobody's approaching us along the road. While has Doc had enough sleep that if he wakes up now to help these guys out, he's good? Or
yeah, I would say yes. Most of the shift he's spent sleeping. So yeah, Gavel's like, he's like, hey, it's Captain. Let's get a good name here. Captain Stevens. Captain Stevens is like, hey, he's a big, tall, lanky fellow. And he's like, hey, you guys don't have any food, do you?
Not a lot. We weren't planning to stay long, remember?
Yeah, we're out of food, food and stuff. So you guys got any food? But tell you what, just let me see what you guys have. What food do you have? We need to divide it up because my guys are hungry, like really hungry.
Nobody's eating.
We've been walking the whole time. No, we haven't eaten in days.
Well, we did manage to snag a pig back there.
Excellent. Then you got food to spare. Hey, Doc,
spare.
Doc, can you check some of my guys?
Which ones?
Fucking all 12 of them.
You guys got pretty badly shot up, eh?
What are you doing sleeping inside the BTR anyway? It must be nice. Hey man, we've been walking for like days and days and days. Can you get out here and check some of my guys, make some, you know what I mean? Some of the guys' feet are messed up, I think. So we just does what's his name still have a bullet when he's dead? Fuck, never mind, he's dead. Yeah, he wants you to look at his guys.
If I'll look at everyone else, just make sure that I'm allowed out of the vehicle.
I'd say yes. No, this is the captain. This is the officer, and he's the officer in the military intelligence unit, right? MI 101 or whatever it was. 101 MI.
Yeah. Commanding officer.
So right. So he's flags opposite number on this op. So I would expect the two of them are probably the ones negotiating whatever needs to go down. I'm just keeping my eyes open, but I'm not going to weigh in on.
But you're highest ranking, right? You're highest ranking in our group, but he outranks
you.
Me.
So I'm an NCO. But he also just said command fell apart. And as far as we know, our mission is still on.
Yeah.
So, but that's a conversation I think you can make with him that this is still considered mission critical.
Yeah. I think I get out of the vehicle.
All right, so we're getting out.
It was Doretta, right?
All right. He's like, yeah, hey, how much water do you guys got? Yeah, so you look at the guys, make a let me see.
Hello.
Character sheet. Have Doc make a medical aid roll.
Sick.
Do any of them is this just as a group or what am I?
Yeah.
Because
if this is for looking for disease in them, this is my first concern. It's like I'm looking for disease in them. Yeah, so if that's an assist roll in itself or an assist for Doc.
Yeah, Gavel 6 pulls you. I mean, yeah, he's like, listen, we need food, we need water. I think we're straight on ammo and stuff, but it looks like you guys got plenty. But we need food. We need food and water.
We all need food and water. And this is a joint effort.
Well, yeah. Do you have any food and water?
We're very low on water, and we have some food.
Because we don't have any. So if it's a joint effort, then
Sure, we'll share some of the food. No problem. We're on the same team.
James, go ahead and roll medical aid.
We did top up our water back to
right. Okay, so before I roll, is this a healing roll? Because I get if any of them got critical injuries, I get +1 modifier to it.
Okay, none of them got critical injuries.
Okay, all right. Well,
yeah,
I don't know what I'm rolling it. Okay.
You can give yourself a +1. You can give yourself a +1.
Rolled. Right, 1 success.
All right. Yeah, they're starving and dehydrated.
All right. Okay. Well,
and they have a general problem with there's nothing that some of your painkillers couldn't help them with, like Motrin and shit for like their feet and stuff, because they've been on their feet for for days, and they're but hungry and hungry and dehydrated is starving. Dehydrated is. I've
only got 3 bottles of clean. Well, I've got 4 bottles of clean water, but I at least want to keep 1 for myself.
We've got 25 liters of clean water.
Oh, have we?
Because we filled up the cherries, and we boiled stuff.
Well, water's probably more important than hunger, right?
We don't have enough food for everybody.
Rules wise, it
doesn't really matter.
Well, how many? He's asking for how many rations do you have? It's like, listen, there's a town, there's a village about 5K up the road. And we were going to see if there was any Russians or anything in that village.
Lignichka?
And we were going to, what's up?
Lignichka or
No. It's here. It's a random encounter that I rolled, and along with this other random encounter, which means you meet this guy, and it's here.
Okay.
He's like, we were headed to that village, but we stand a better chance in case we get into trouble there if my guys can eat. So if you've got any rations, I appreciate it. To feed as many of my guys as possible. So how many rations do you guys want to give up?
I'm looking over. I'm looking over it then, like.
You know what, dude? This is.
So he walks up. He walks right past the CIA guy.
Okay.
And he's like, "Listen, how much rations do you guys have?
How many guys do you got?"
I've got 12.
I can see literally. There's 12 guys.
I've got 12. I'll not eat.
Yeah, feed your boys.
If you can give my guys some food.
Feed
what do you have, like 11?
We'll have to find something else. Yeah, we have literally enough to feed everybody for the officer.
Okay.
I'm still approaching it as these are allied elements. We can hopefully find more food as we go. We'll continue to make that a priority, but we're not leaving guys to starve. That's my call. As I'm saying it, I'm watching Flag. I don't know what, if any, reaction he's having. I think the CIA guy in him is basically saying, we have to keep Orchid alive, and that means making sure he and his family have food. So we don't give them anything. I would get that, but
I take one step closer to the officer. So like, he walks past me and talks to Win, and I close the distance so there's not much, a little too close,
Yeah.
Just conversation. Like
this is
Flag. And I'm almost speaking into the ear of the captain, but I'm looking at Win. I think you and I totally agree that the objective here is getting Orchid home to the right side, and we need these guys, and they're on our side, so we have to share rations. That's how it is.
Okay. Feed your men, Captain.
Yeah, feed your men. Like, we need them in combat condition. That's how we complete this objective.
Yeah,
and maybe we can do something in the town, to get more rations or something. Maybe we need to clear out some Russians. How many people did you walk over to get here?
Yeah, so when did y'all start taking orders from the civilian? That's what I want to know.
That's what the captain says.
What do you mean?
Intelligence on.
What's our mission here? Our mission is to relink back up with command. Now, if you want to bring these civilians with you, you're more than welcome to. But
you know what your orders are. Your orders are to get us out of here, Gable.
So, why is this guy talking to me? He's not listening to you. You're a civilian, and he's a captain in the army.
I take a little step close to him and say, because it's my ride.
Yeah, well, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, I just wave.
Yes,
you see some of these guys stop eating and stand up.
It's okay. No quarrel here, Captain.
Guess who's walking? Look at ours, man. Enjoy your meals.
All right.
Courtesy of Racer.
Let's do this.
I'm not exactly sure why Flagpole's choosing to be antagonistic towards these guys.
Because they've been antagonistic towards.
They haven't been. It's just the officer who's saying you don't have authority here, and from the officer's perspective, he's not wrong. But
all right,
the officer, if he wanted to, could say, "Well, we're commandeering your vehicle," and we'd have nothing to say about it. So provoking him's not
provoking him. I'm just.
You're saying enjoy your ride, fuckers, basically.
Yes.
Also, drama is fun.
Yeah.
All right. How do we do this? What do I roll? What do I roll? What do I roll? Not what do I roll? What do you roll to get this?
Let's see that put in my hand stuff action.
Yeah, I was thinking like what I'm also trying to do is actually trying to use my character in the system.
So let's see if there's a role that makes what you're telling him more compelling.
No, he's gonna.
I hear you. I'm just saying, theoretically, the character's been trying to manipulate this.
All right.
If Flagpole's trying to manipulate the situation using his social combat skills, rather than just having dude wig out on him.
All right. So he punches you. Go ahead and roll. You can. You could defend with close combat because you have your M16 with you. So if you want to block, you can block, but you can have to roll a close combat roll to try to block the blow.
Nah, I'd rather take. I'll rather take the punch.
You can take the punch. Okay.
And then I'm gonna turn around and ask him, "Do you need that to get that out of your system? Can we move on?" Well, if I'm still standing or when I get up.
Yeah.
And this guy was in an intelligence unit, right? They're not just frontline infantry.
No, but they know how to fight.
I'm not saying they don't know how to fight. I'm just saying he would understand why we have a civilian element with us. He knew what the mission was because he was our rendezvous.
Yeah, but his whole unit got shot to shit, and he's starving and dehydrated.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care. And some civilians trying to, boss him around, saying we'll do this and we'll do that, and he's saying, "No, it's my command. I'm in charge."
He's a fucking jackass. That's what.
And then he said specifically, "Well, you won't ride, and enjoy your meal like a smart ass." So he's just gonna deck the dude. You take, I don't know what the fucking damage is for a fist. Jesus Christ, come on, it shouldn't be that hard to look up. Combat damage.
Unarmed.
Close combat. Weapons base damage. Increased damage. So his base damage for a fist is 1. So you take 1 damage.
I take 1 damage.
Yep, you take 1 damage.
Doc, can we borrow you here for a second? And I just got my hand out on the captain's chest. I hear you. You and your men have been through a lot. So have we. Let's just take a breath.
It's like I just like.
And I'm calling Doc over, who's more diplomatic than I am.
All right, I'll come over. I'll check. I'll quickly look over Cowboy.
Okay. No, that's not the goal here. The goal is talk this guy down.
All right.
And
all right.
And I think we've all wanted to punch Flagpole at one point or another.
Yeah, he says he basically punches, and then like everyone's like, "Whoa!" and all his guys stand up, and then he's like, "What the?" He's like, "Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?" After he hit you.
I'm gonna say, look, we're all on the same side. We have a mission to get these civilians back over to the Germany side, which was our initial mission from the start. If it wasn't for Cowboy or the CIA operative here, we wouldn't have this vehicle. So let's be a little courteous.
His guys start like
I'm expecting there's some blood, getting my mouth spit out. You got that out of your system? Can we then focus on the task at hand?
Our 2 most diplomatic people are trying to hopefully de-escalate this situation. I'm not them. I'm just standing between him and Flag. But between Doc and I'm hoping Doc has a chance to try and talk us back from the ledge before this becomes more than it needs to be.
Yeah, so he says like answering like still like the CIA guy's still trying to punk him, like you got that out of your system, and like some of his guys laugh, and he goes to punch you again.
I'm standing between them and I have my hand on his chest. So.
Yeah, well he grabs your gear and tries to like throw you out of the way and tries to throw a punch, but some of his guys grab him too.
Okay.
And they're like, "Oh, Captain, come on. He's like, no, fuck that guy, fuck that asshole."
Agreed. But right now he's our asshole, and we need to hold on.
Well,
to
he's
him.
not telling me what we're doing, what we're not doing, what we're gonna do, what we're not gonna do, who's gonna ride, who's not gonna fucking ride. That's what he's not gonna fucking do.
I hear you.
We're all gonna take the BTR. We're all gonna ride into this fucking village, eliminate whatever threat is there, take the supplies we need, and try to head west.
Okay,
is everyone on board with that plan?
Captain, what do we do with the civilians? Because they need to be protected.
Well, you can protect them. I don't give a shit about the civilians. My mission is to link up combat forces with.
When did you? Well, our orders are to get these civilians across the border as safely as we can.
Your orders were to get Orchid across the border.
Yeah, by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orders too, right?
This is every means necessary with the civilians.
Okay, so if all the civilians are your concern, then the civilians are your concern, Doc. I'm putting you in charge. I'm putting you specifically in charge of the civilians.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fucking funny.
We'll get you and your guys into the village. We'll help out if we can.
Babysitter journey again.
Yeah, you're babysitting again.
Maybe you can find a truck or something. Maybe we'll all find some food, some fuel. Let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
So
keep
Yeah,
that
Doug,
CIA.
you should listen to this guy, Doug. You should look after the civilians.
And keep that CIA fucker away from me. And he kind of like walks off until his guys like finish eating.
While this conversation is going on, like Blake is furiously trying to do maths. So remind me what the fuel capacity is in terms of how far we can drive it on a road.
So if I direct your attention to the PC's character folder.
Yeah.
And can you see the BTR 60?
Yeah, so we've got 55 points of fuel left. 55
capacity. So fuel consumption is 6. That's per hex on a road. If you are off-road, it's double fuel consumption. So if you're off-road, it's 12. If you're on-road, it's 6.
So we got.
And your travel speed, you can travel speed. The first number is 9. That's 9 hexes per shift.
Yeah, so we've got one shift left, basically.
Right.
Yeah. Look, yeah, I'm gonna sort of come over slightly sheepishly, very much aware that everything here is outside my pay grade, and just be like a little kid, kind of tugging on Wynn's shirt.
Yeah, pups.
Like we're gonna be crammed to the gills if we take this thing into like it's going to be really packed in there if we take it in, and by the time we've hauled everybody, like this thing's only got a days of juice in it. Why don't we just give them the BTR, carry on foot? Like I don't taking the kids into a direct combat. This is nuts.
We're not riding the BTR into the village, like charging it. We're getting them to the village so that they can then, if there's Soviets there, then they deal with that. If we can help, great. But it's not like we're driving into the middle of the town and inviting people to shoot at it, right?
Okay.
We have enough gas to get us to the city up the highway. And
I mean, I like it when you say it because it all seems really reasonable. Do they know that?
Yeah, we'll work on it. Between me and Doc, we'll roll this back a bit. Okay, we've got enough gas to get us to Lednichka up the highway. We'll see if we can get some fuel or another ride there. But right now, let's just get this captain. Let's get Gavel to their village and figure it out.
Okay, but if it's like, if it comes to a point of like, oh well, Doc's in charge of the kids, we're leaving them by the road, I'm staying with Doc. Oh,
you and me both.
Okay. All right.
Orchid is the mission.
Yeah, I'll kind of tap you on the shoulder and go, yeah, thanks. No, it was good chat. And I go back into the driver's seat. None of them are driving this though. This is
no. Well,
Cowboy gave it to me. It's my birthday present.
Okay.
And you my friend, need to remember who our friends are and maybe try some of those mad psyop skills you've got to not pick fights.
Fair enough. I didn't disrespect him first.
I would have hit you too. They lost a bunch of their guys waiting to pick us up. And we come strolling up in an armored vehicle.
Yeah.
And then say, oh, maybe we won't give you a ride. I would have decked you.
Oh, okay.
He's
so
lost.
You're as big as smug as he is.
No, you're being an asshole. I thought you were good at this psyop shit. I thought you knew how to manipulate people. All you're doing right now is pissing people off. Why don't you sit this one out? Have a nap if you need it. You're not doing us any favors getting in this guy's face. And
fair enough.
I'm like not a small presence. I'm certainly not being physically threatening, but I'm a pretty intimidating guy when I need to be. I'm trying to get through to flag here. Stop fucking around.
I do shake my hat, go into the BTR.
All right.
You can ride up with me, cowboy.
Nice.
Yeah. So it is.
Stay up top. We'll take the wounded. If there's guys who aren't as mobile, they can ride. They can sit on top. We can fit some inside if there's no disease or infection. So I'm waiting on Doc's sign off that these guys are okay to get in or get on top.
Excuse me. There's nobody diseased and there's no infections or anything like that. It's just people weary and dehydrated. But
for sure,
you guys lose 12 liters of water.
Mm-hmm.
And all your rations. And all the rations.
That's the big thing.
And
so my question is, so if we get to this town and there's no food to find, what's next?
There's a city farther on. There's bound to be something there. There's woods beyond that. We'll hunt if we have to. One thing at a time.
So I've got 6 clean waters. Is that gone as well? Or are they just having the communal water?
No, they've had the water cans.
Yeah, they've had half of one of our Jerry's, and we have another full one.
So, all right. So, okay. So it is. So that was day, noon. It's about 6 o'clock at night. All right. So,
we were driving at night, weren't we?
No, you were driving evening time.
Okay.
Yeah. So. All right, so Gavel's like, it's getting like 6 o'clock. It's the end of evening shift, about to be night. And he's like, end of evening shift, tonight. So Gavel comes over, Captain Stevens comes over, and he talks to you, Win. He's like, all right, so how many people could fit in that thing? If it seats 12.
And we've got 8, so we can take 4 of his guys inside. They've got the 4 who are most injured or dehydrated or whatever. We can take 4 inside. Rest of you guys can ride on top if you squish.
Yeah. So, okay. What I think is we roll up close to the village of the settlement, dismount. We put like one of my guys with the machine gun or one of your guys with the machine gun on the armored vehicle as like Overwatch. And then the rest of us move in, kind of like an L, move into the village and sweep it for any enemy activity. And then we can grab supplies, whatever we need. And
you got any Rangers, Scouts, Pathfinders with you?
No, they're just
okay.
Just my guys.
Stay on. Shit, I was going to go ahead, but I'm not leaving you guys with him. Okay.
He's going too. He's going into the village too.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I would scout ahead before they advance and see if I can identify enemy positions, but I don't want to leave the vehicle under Stevens.
What's the worst that could happen?
Lots.
could go really, really badly.
No, fuck, it's fine. We'll go. I think we go ahead with this plan. We don't want to get this. Honestly, we don't want the vehicle going far off the road. We need to be able to get this thing up to whatever the name of that damn town is, Lignica. And we've got just enough gas to do it. The more time we spend off road, the less this thing is going to be able to drive. But if you want to use it as a fire base for support, that's fine. But we can't drive it into the village.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, if we need it, you can drive it in because we might need to load supplies up in it.
Yeah. If it comes to, well, again, like I said, we don't have a lot of gas at this point, so it's not going far, but it'll go far enough to get us all to Legnica if we are careful.
Yeah, well, maybe we can find some gas too. Maybe they'll have some gas in the town.
Okay. So I briefed the guys. I mean, not that they couldn't hear this because the conversation is all happening at the BTR.
I mean, everybody's like around when he's briefing the plan.
Yeah. Okay.
So
good. And
like his guys are on the same sheet of music. You guys know.
I asked my guys, you good with that?
Yeah, sure. So I'm still driving, right? Or I'm in a turret?
Yeah.
Driving.
Once we get there, you can post up top in fire support with your saw, and if we need to move, we'll figure that out.
Yeah. So Captain, he has Captain Stevens has a radio. So he's the only one in his element that has a radio. So are you guys still on the same frequency?
Haven't had to scramble yet.
Okay. And I'll stay on the same frequency. I'll be able to talk to you for two separate elements.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, we're still on hop 314.
Yeah. When we stop, I'm gonna leave my 4 guys with you to set up like a hasty checkpoint on the road in case anybody comes from the road.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you got some more guys out there with you.
Yeah. So Blake and I'll provide fire base support from here.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah. So he loads up. 4 guys get in with you. So you have your dog kind of moves up to the front. The kids kind of like move farther to the front off the side. The 4 guys get in.
Yeah, we want them closest to the door so they can deploy when the time comes. But if Doc can, if there's anything more Doc needs to do in terms of checking them out, then he can be doing that while we drive. It's not far. It's not like it's far.
No. So you drive. No test. Actually, yeah. Make a driving test +1. +3 because you're on a road.
What could possibly go wrong?
Remember, you got guys on top of the vehicle exposed.
2 successes.
Right, yeah, it's real smooth. A real smooth ride, and you see a settlement. So it's like maybe 10 like buildings, houses and stuff off the north side of the road, and there's like a roadside like kiosk type thing that's been set up. It looks like they sell like vegetables. Like a roadside vegetable stand, but it's like a big one, like a big nice wooden one. Like, they've been farming and they sell vegetables and stuff, but it's all boarded up. It hasn't been used. And it looks like there's like one bar and like some houses and stuff, maybe like a little hub, maybe a government, like a small municipal building. But yeah.
It's pretty level ground here, or?
Yeah, it's real flat.
Okay. So it's not like going hull down. Is going to be an option. That's fine. So we don't get too close to that little boarded up place. We just find an appropriate spot along the road on the approach to the village, and so we're.
Yeah, you find up a good enough spot.
100 meters out or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 6 o'clock at night. Yeah. So you guys pull up and. All the guys like hop off the BTR, and you guys can, Blake, you can move to the back hatch, open it up, and set your machine gun up. And the guys move to the back of the vehicle. The guys get out of the back, the four that are staying with you guys, they get out of the back and they leave the doors open. The kids are kind of like still tucked in though. The family's still tucked in. They and the rest of his troop, which is 8 guys, plus him, they start moving forward into the village, into like the little area.
Can I shut the door behind them? Just make sure they're tight.
There's guys out there still. You got guys
two guys on either side of the road keeping an eye out. So if we need to move and if we need to ditch them, then we button up. But for now, we can leave it open.
Yeah, they're milling. All 4 of them are milling around the back of the vehicle. They're not like stretched across the road or anything. They're just standing out in, like a reserve force, just in case someone comes up the road or,
or they need reinforcement.
Cowboy, this is your find. You taking the wheel, just in case we do need to, get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Blake and I or Parsons and I
if you'd like me to, but I ain't the best at driving.
No, I mean, we've established that I'm the best at driving.
So why aren't you driving?
In the world.
So why aren't you driving?
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're up top as fire support. If we need to move, he's saying to someone you want to be.
You're saying there's no one else to drive.
It's you or Doc, or unless you want Albin to try and figure it out.
I can drive.
I mean, Doc, do you want to the wheel's on the wrong side for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Backwards. Well, there you go. Decision. And yeah, I'll stick my head out of the turret with my with beloved Susie, and go. I really like driving this thing, but also I like shooting this thing. Maybe we could figure out a way I could do both, right?
We'll work on it.
Okay.
So the way I'm picturing it, we've parked the BTR at a sort of on the road, but at an angle, so we can fire from both hatches without being in each other's field of fire. Does that make sense, Nathan? Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah. So you're overwatching through night vision, or not night vision. You're overwatching these guys. The sun's going down off to your left, and you're watching these guys move in. They're stretched out, and they move into town like tactically. Mm-hmm. And you see him get to like a couple buildings, and you see like Gavel. He calls you on the radio. He's like, "Roger, we're making entry to the first building now." And see one of his guys comes up and kicks the door into the building, and they all like 6 guys rush in. And then you see these other guys go to like another building, and they kick the door in and go in. And then you hear these guys kind of move in. Everything's quiet, and then you hear shooting.
So am I seeing where this is coming from?
Nope, because that is where we're going to stop. The shooting's coming from in amongst the buildings. But you just hear it. You don't see any tracers or anything. You just hear shooting coming from the village. All right. Okay. And that's where we'll stop. So we get to do experience.
Hallelujah.
So everybody gets 1 point because you guys showed up. I don't think anybody risked their moral code despite risk.
We risked our lives to pursue our moral code.
How?
Walking across the bridge is the focus on Eckhart's moral code is get everybody out. So that that was ensuring that the bridge crossing was going to be safe, even though I knew I was advancing potentially under fire. That's my argument.
All right.
And detonated a IED, which might have been bigger than it looked.
I'd like to argue you can't save everyone on the team, but you're sure as hell try. I went there's a few things I did. I went hunting and got a boar to make sure that we had enough food to survive. Obviously, that's obviously been dashed by elements that were beyond my control. Mm-hmm. Also, Papa Smurf ended up with fucking
lice.
Yeah, I'm crabless now.
Which was totally.
He with lice.
Now we shaved your head.
I managed to. Well, I didn't do any rolling because you didn't make me roll anything. But I tried to reason with the captain, who was I feel like was probably going to turn and shoot Cowboy.
Didn't really need to shoot him. Punched him.
Yeah,
but it could have escalated.
Yeah.
And you looked after his folks, which is the bigger contribution as well.
Yeah, but they're not on my team. They're not you guys.
Well, that's my point. You were. We don't like Apple's been through some shit in the last few days. We don't know where their heads are at. So you moving among them, especially if things had turned sour.
When we get back to base, if there is a base, I think someone's going to have a court martial, right?
No one's going to have a court martial.
No.
So who?
That's just a disagreement.
Tom, what's your moral code?
Moral code is kids didn't choose this shit, never hurt a kid. We just sort of escalated into protect kids at all cost. And I role played it, but I don't think I put myself at significant risk.
Yeah,
I think he was reassured that wasn't an issue.
Trey, what's your moral code?
Moral code and goal. Moral code is shaping that people are clay in my hands, and I'm here to shape them.
I would say yes, because you got punched for it.
I wanted to try. I wanted to try to kind of show him his place. Didn't go as well, but I didn't take it. I also didn't get to roll for it, but yeah, it's
So we got one.
You took a punch like a champ.
Everyone.
That's why I didn't want to defend myself. I was like, he looked like he needed to get some frustrations out, and then we could move on. Honestly, he was just not ready to move on. Sad fuck.
Why's my wife? All right. So that's 3. Tom has 2. You guys traveled through. You guys overcame a danger. So, and nobody risked their life for a buddy, and we didn't roll unit under fire or unit morale, anything like that. So I'm gonna go with everyone gets 4 except Tom. You get 3 experience.
Okay.
And that is it.
Why is there not like a special XP for driving a car through a river?
Don't know.
You were a champ.
You can live with it. That's fine.
All right. So, James, you want to take us out, wrap us up? That's it.
Certainly. So, does anyone have any shout outs that they want to shout out at all before I move on to myself?
Yeah, so my day job is directing shows, and I've got a show on, which is I've been working with a poet who's done a one-man comedy performance poetry gig about grief called How to Be a Better Human. And next Saturday, it's going to be in the Greenwich Theatre at London. And then it's going to be touring other theatres. And you can find out about it at bravewords.co.uk.
Awesome.
Coming to Southend?
Not yet. Talk to your local theatre. I'm sure we could add it in.
Sure we can fit it in.
Okay, cool. Anyone else?
I'm good to go.
Yep.
Someone's asking, is it coming to Derby?
It is on March the 12th. Check that out.
Oh wow! So you've already picked the locations, but Southend's not on there. Fuck, whatever.
That's of me.
Can't have it all.
So, as for me, if no one else has got anything, right? Don't forget to join the Discord, guys. That is the best place to find us all. You can even sign up to games as well. Why am I saying no a lot? If you use Twitter, follow me on Twitter. That's the best way to check out to see if we're. Oh, did you just get deleted, Tom?
That's fine.
Tom,
I don't mind.
If you're gonna post, if you're gonna post, Tom, you need to tell me, and I can give you permission to like post a link.
Cool.
Because there's a bot on there going, no, you can't post because it stops like spam bots coming in and.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not a biggie.
So I'm going to put you as a regular. There you go. Try that.
Woo.
Right, anyway. Yeah, Twitter is the best place to see when I'm going live at twitter.com/JamesCorpTV. That's because someone else has taken James Corp I might change to Chambers of Roleplay. Who knows? I don't know yet. Facebook, if you don't use Twitter and you use Facebook, I mean, they're both as evil as each other, really. Maybe Twitter's less evil, I don't know. And YouTube, if you're watching this on Twitch, go follow me on YouTube at youtube.com/JamesCorp. All one word, obviously. And follow me there. There's about 200 plus videos on there of all different campaigns, and there's lots to watch. We had a fellow who watched all the Curse of Strahd stuff over the past few months. Even though we didn't finish Curse of Strahd because I had to go back to work. But yeah, other than that, thank you all for watching. Thank you for hanging out, guys. And I'd like to thank the players for playing and Nathan for running the game. But other than that, we will see you next week for the final part of Twilight 2000 before we do the review. Ow, just in my head. Right, good night.
Salute your head off, James.
And I stuck my fingernails into the side of my head like an idiot.